ahoy, and g'day once again to ye, you bloody cherry gentlemen. We are here with a little bit more Candlekeep Christmas, you bloody champions. I be Josh the Pirate. These be me lovely friends and my splendid DM for this evening. Oh, sorry, Game Master? No, what do they call him in Vaesen?
Yeah, it's a Game Master in
One Ring. Game Master. Yeah.
Game Master,
Yes.
For this evening, for a little bit more Candlekeep, but a little bit of a different Candlekeep, unless you were watching last night, in which case exactly the same kind of Candlekeep, for the second half of this wonderful Vaesen adventure that Damien, Dolf and Ravira have no fucking clue is going on. So that's gonna be fun. I have no idea what was going on. But Karen sounded like she was having a lovely time, so I expect it will continue. And if it won't, we're going to be very disappointed. But guys, we are supported by some lovely folks. Troll Lord Games at WoodenForge.com. You can check them both out at these places. Wooden Forge there, and Troll Lord Games there. They're great. You can get some seriously cool stuff from Wooden Forge, like this gorgeous Jarrah Dice Keeper, or the Jarrah Adventurer's Chest, what Ardanna is holding. You can get some really cool TTRPG goodness from the Troll Lord of the Games over at trolllord.com. Do so! That is that. We will have a giveaway for Troll Lord Games on Friday night for the finale of this year's Candlekeep Christmas. But we don't tonight. And that's all I need to talk about. I'm Josh the Pirate. You can find me here at my channel, Corsair's Cove, where I run D&D and other RPG-related games with my lovely wife, Karen, the mother of bunnies, and all my splendid friends, some of whom are here with me tonight. Daria, who the heck are you?
I'm Daria. I'm an artist. I do emotes and portraits and all that kind of stuff. And also, I play Julio Switchgear on the Thursday game, which we're going to resume in January, which I'm very excited about. And today I'm playing Damien Cramp Esquire. He's a stinky little necromancer business boy.
That's right. And also kind of playing Equity, his goblin baby, as well.
I kind of have a toddler goblin. Yeah,
that's right. Yeah, I tried to co-parent a while ago.
Yeah. She has a babysitter called Insurance. It's a skeleton, and we're doing great. Last time I was here, Equity killed someone, which is amazing. I'm so proud of her.
Damien is. Hjort, who is played by Terris. Who the heck are you?
Hello, I'm Sir Terris, your friendly neighborhood ferret. Today I am playing Hjort Horncaller, the Moosator Bard. Also, you can generally find me hanging out with our lovely... Now, you say she's the game master, but I would like to posit that maybe she is the Cryptid Keeper.
I mean, this one, definitely. Yeah, Cryptid Keeper is good. Yeah.
Over on her channel, The Lawrite, where I play various bits and bobs and also play Baldur's Gate 3. I'm also found here occasionally and wherever D&D and other TTRPGs are played, and I am welcome.
That's it.
And I assume I am welcome anyway.
Roe, who the heck are you?
Hi, I'm Roe Rowe. I'm a Perth or Bulu-based educator and theatre maker. You can catch me here right now. Yay! I'm also on Corsair's Cove. Well, now we're going fishing, boating, fishing. It all goes together.
Oh, yay!
You can also catch me here on Mondays, seasonal. We'll be back next year sometime. I'm also over on Jack Squarepeg's channel. Where I get to be a gun-toting cowgirl. And if you check out the link tree in chat, you can see some of my upcoming projects, including the next one, which will be in Perth for Fringe World. We're very excited about it. So anyone who's in Perth should definitely come and see that.
I will be.
Yay.
Jack, who the heck are you? Bloody Squarepeg.
Hello, everybody. My name is Jack Squarepeg. You can find me on all the social media garbage at Jack Squarepeg, where I run tabletop RPGs and video games of all sorts. The big shows that we have going right now are Trouble Over Yonder, which is taking a little bit of a hiatus, but we'll be back. with more episodes. It is John Carpenter's The Thing Meets Good, Bad, and the Ugly. And the other is A Time to Harvest, which is students in 1930s Arkham. Will they fuck with the Necronomicon? I don't know, probably, now that they know it's a thing. So yes, all of that and more can be found at my channel. We also just finished Alien Isolation, which was good until it wasn't, and I was getting very, very sick of it. Fun fact, it's like a 7 out of 10, because I'm just like, guys, just wrap it up. I've never played a game that's more frustrating. Anyway, I'm done. Yes, good, bye.
I had a very similar experience with MechWarrior Clans. I was like, about the first 60%, I was like, this is good. And then it was just like, wow, this is really not good.
Wrap it up.
Crashed really bad.
Wrap it up.
Yeah. And
It was good
Ardanna.
consistently. It just wouldn't stop. Yes, I'm done. Sorry. Yeah.
Ardanna, who the heck are you bloody cryptid keeper, you?
Hello, I am Ardanna or Joe or either if a large portion of my players have any saying in it. I say I'm the GM and channel runner over at the Lord. It's just me, so you can find me over at the Lord right here on Twitch and on YouTube. I have a YouTube channel that I'm very bad at promoting. And today I am here because they haven't been able to get rid of me. I don't think they're trying very hard either.
I've used all the bleach
Listen.
I have, but it's not getting you out.
I know. I just scoot a little
You're worse
bit.
than Zach and Jess. Splendid. Well, I think that's all the things we need to talk about. Maybe one of the people who was here last night could give us a quick recap on what the fuck happened.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, so many things. We
Don't begin at
Nice.
once.
Nice.
Yotes
It sounds like you're
got
stepping
this.
up, Terris. So I'll let you do it. It's fine.
Yeah. Okay. We got
go ahead.
Yote
Yeah.
into a dark room
Uh,
where we weren't sure what the heck was going on or where we were. And it turns out that our magic. We found out that while our magic does work, it doesn't work quite as well as we hoped. It takes longer. Stuff like that. Eventually, a elderly, decrepit gentleman, well, not decrepit, but sort of, came in to see who the heck we were and what the heck we were doing in his house.
right.
Turns out that we are in real world Sweden of the 1890s,
Cool.
dealing with language barriers because none of us speak Swedish, but the fairy housekeeper type person speaks Draconic and Sylvan, so we managed to figure out that we're in Sweden in the 1890s, so I don't think we knew that, in a castle where there is a ghost that
Love
is behaving badly while the residents that usually live there are out on the town dealing with, I think Ardanna said, a lindworm.
Oh God, I hope it's not us.
I think it is us.
What?
Well, so I play in the campaign that's ongoing in this setting.
Yes, it is.
Karen and I are
us.
on
I was like,
Unfred
there's
and
a
Annika.
reference I'm missing.
And I'm
is
like,
us.
oh dear God, I hope we don't have to go and fight a lindworm next.
So we were here trying to figure out how to deal with said ghost. Came in contact with a book that seems to be the triggering response, triggering the ghost's anger. There was some shenanigans going on with, and it was very late, so my brain was mush by then, with telepathy, and I think that was your character, Jack, yes?
No, that happened to Sprinkles. If you're talking about the telepathy attack, right?
No,
Back in just a sec.
want you, no, that was Karen that was
Yeah.
telepathically.
He was communicating with Sprinkles.
Yes.
Sprinkles, yeah.
Yeah, communicating with Sprinkles, and this ghost was, I nearly said goat, that was the other irate ghost. No, this ghost
Right.
was irate about us touching the book, wanted to get back where they belonged, something like that, and started getting aggressive, throwing things, slashing people. Somebody got slashed from shoulder to wrist. Yes. I can't really think much beyond that at this point. I am mush. Do you have any gaps that you could fill in there, Jack, since you were there?
We are at a Mexican standoff and everyone disappeared.
Yes.
I was gonna throw the book in the fire if he came any closer. We learned the ghost really prioritizes the book, and everyone except for myself and Hjort disappeared. Meanwhile, the ghost last we heard was on the 3rd floor.
Great.
So basically, this ghost really wants the book and is willing to hurt people and throw a tantrum until they get it, but clearly they can't do anything with it because they're not corporeal, as far as I can tell. But yes, we are cutting to teleportation of said new people. Is my understanding.
I'll ask in character. It's fine.
Yeah, I have a similar.
have a question, but I'll ask
what I
in
suspect
character.
might be the same question. Well, actually, no, I'll ask in character. That's a good idea. So yeah, shall we get into it, my lovelies?
Yes.
Alrighty then. Ardanna, take it away. Set the scene. It is yours. Oh, before you do, sorry. Milklad and the better Patrick. And I don't know, I only know one or two Patrick, so the better one, well, he just followed, so you bloody champion. Avast, matey, you wee scallywag. And Milklad as well, you excellent individual. Thank you for that gifted sub, you excellent bean. Yeah, alrighty. I've said my things.
He's been modest. He
He's,
should have done the best, Patrick. I know which pad it is.
He's come over from my camp, so I'm very happy
The
to
other
see
one.
you, Milklad.
Welcome,
Thank you very
welcome.
much.
Oh, is the better Patrick this chap that you did your show with recently, Ro?
Yeah.
Ah, hey Pat, nice to see you.
Nice.
And you were very
Nice.
good in that show. Enjoyed.
All right.
Was he your husband in the show or the other husband?
He was my husband in the show.
Ah, Patrick, I hated you.
Show
It was
husband.
very good.
Yeah, so he did his job well.
Yeah. I was just like, wow, you are fucking irritating. Well done. Because he's written to be, and it was successful. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Ardanna, please keep your cryptids.
All right. All right. If we are all as comfortable as we are going to get, let's get this show on the road.
I could be more comfortable, but it's
All right. Tali
Fucking
and
hell. Yeah.
yeah. Your timing is so good. All right.
sorry.
Tali and Hjort, trap set for the ghost. You've just seen a good portion of your companions vanish as those sent by the Candlekeep are wont to do at random intervals, because who knows why.
Less than ideal.
Less. Yes. In their wake, the wood in the fireplace, the crackling sounds very loud. There are paw prints around you in multiple colors from Mrs. Claw's paws that Hjort provided the paint for.
That is not what my intention was.
And in this quiet moment, you do hear snapping of something from outside and a thump of something, or something large, or several someones landing outside of the castle. Now, Damien, Ravira, and Dolf, if each of you could please make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh shit.
Oh, that's not good. So my understanding is I have +1, so I roll 1. Correct?
Oh,
Yes.
Oh
Yes.
god.
I have 2.
I have
yeah, no.
one. I have one success.
Okay.
Hey, me too.
Hey.
All right.
Sixes.
Yeah, on 2 dice.
Do I roll 2?
No, if you have a +1, you roll 1 die. If you have a +2, you roll 2 die.
Have I mentioned how I like low rolling games? I just rolled a 1.
That's perfect for you. Yeah.
Yes. So,
So on brand.
Yay.
Dolf and Damien suddenly
Oh, size up.
bamfed from let's see if I remember right. Oh yeah, suddenly bamfed from a warm and comfortable region, walking through long hallways in a temple under the sands. You find yourselves about 10 feet off the ground in the middle of blisteringly cold snow and wind.
Ooh.
And with a sudden discovery of gravity, you fall towards the ground, but do, however, manage to land on your feet. Ravira, not so lucky. There are a few trees around this area, and you don't manage to find one of them with your whole body as you crash into it before unceremoniously getting dumped onto the snowy ground.
Oh,
Oh
9.
no.
It's not enough. It's not enough to cause you any damage, but you are going to be a little bit bruised.
I think there's like some snow that falls as I like
Yep.
fall to the ground, and it just like lands on my head.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think this is the best day for me.
Oh.
Looking around you, the area is dark. The snow comes down in heavy, like large, heavy flakes, and the wind around you is bitingly cold.
Do I have equity and insurance with me?
Let me check. Yes. Not with you, however.
Oh,
Oh.
Looking
I
around,
look around.
trying to find. Yes. Looking around, you do find Equity's baby carriage hanging from the tree Ravira crashed into, and a
actually,
very
I'm-
excited Equity sitting in it.
Okay.
oh,
Ugh.
I thought you were gonna Home Alone her for a
Yeah.
second.
that'd be funny. Skeleton servant insurance, and I'm trying to like locate my nanny.
All right. It takes you a couple of minutes, but you do eventually find insurance on a branch a little bit higher up in the tree.
Nice. Okay, insurance. What I need you to do is take your femur and throw it at the carriage, and I'm gonna catch it.
All right. Could you please roll me?
May I help Damien catch it?
Sure. What I'm trying to figure out is how the skeleton, if the skeleton can actually hit the carriage.
Damien, what are you trying to do?
I'm trying to get my baby out of the tree.
Well, then let me. Can I just climb up and get it?
But femur chucking is funny.
It is
It
funny.
would be more
Let's do
fun.
that.
Okay. So.
No, you're right.
using
I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking clearly. You're right. Femur trucking is clearly the way to do this.
Okay.
My help is going to be to focus on the baby, though. So if the
Yeah.
carriage goes, I don't care. But my help is like, oh,
Okay.
I'd like to
trying-
position
So-
myself to catch.
Yeah.
Using the stats for a revenant in this game, because there's no stats for a skeleton. Wait, you
Uh-huh.
do have the stats for a skeleton, don't you?
I
Oh.
do in 5e. Is that good?
Yep.
Can I use that?
Yep.
Will do.
Yeah, you can use that.
sure.
What I need you to do is make an attack roll with an improvised weapon.
Oh.
Huh.
So throwing would be strength.
strength, which is a 0. What do I roll? 0 dice?
So that is
You roll
2
2
dice.
and
You
take the worst.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I
so it's like
see.
in. Oh, okay,
Disadvantage.
great. Right.
All right. Let's get it. Okay, so
Regretting
it's a 2 and a
life
1.
choices.
Amazing.
That's pretty good.
Yay!
Insurance does throw the femur, and it sails off into the night.
Well,
Nothing
there goes your
disappears
fever
faster.
insurance.
Nothing disappears faster into snow than a. I normally would say
Bow.
arrow at this point, but a femur.
Yeah.
Is that an important part of your
Ah, insurance will be fine.
Ravira's
hopping
just
mad.
doing like the leg bones.
That was his funny bone, so now he will never understand the joke, unfortunately.
That is a shame. He has a second, but
Well, I mean, if he's lost one.
why don't I just? I don't want to. Shall I?
Go. Yes.
Equity is probably cold. Is all. That's all I'm thinking. Ardanna, may I propose an athletics check?
What's your athletics score?
9.
Yeah, you don't have to roll for it.
Okay, cool.
Unless you want to.
I like rolling.
Oh,
And
then roll dice.
It opens the potential for me to fail.
I mean, that's true.
I very
love that.
nearly did. But I actually, I rolled 3 6s. But there was an
Nice.
awful lot of. It's actually an absurdly good roll. There are 4 5s, 3 6s, a 2, and a 1.
Yeah.
On any other game, that'd be fucking dope. But no.
No. So you needed 1 success. Well, you didn't really need any with that athletics score and climbing a tree. But you can use 1 success to do this and then bank the other 2.
Thank you.
Ooh, ooh, can you bank them?
Yes.
And you can give them to other people.
Yes.
Nice.
Oh, thank God. I may succeed at
Thank
something
Dolf.
in this game.
Yes. So you have no problems climbing up and freeing Equity's baby carriage from the tree. Ravira, you're on hand to catch in case something goes absolutely pear-shaped. And yeah, just dropping it down, you do catch the carriage. It's a little bit slippery because you're standing in snow. But it's not difficult. So, do any of you have dark vision?
Yes.
Yes,
Want to say.
because tieflings have one. I'm tiefling.
Sure,
Hello,
tieflings
Yes.
do.
tiefling.
I feel like yeah.
Dark vision, 120 feet. Yeah.
Oh, yes, I do. Yeah.
Okay. As you're looking around and you're used to the grayscale of dark vision, this is more like black and white.
Yeah.
It's harder to see because the contrasts are so sharp. But it's like, yeah, you put the black and white filter over an image instead of the grayscale filter. You can still see and see enough to move around, but it's almost disorientating.
Ardanna, very important question. Is the Scarlet Sage of the Solstice the same person as the theoretical mythical Vason that delivers presents here?
You're not entirely sure, but possibly. But yes, out of character, yes.
Okay.
Your character, not sure.
So Dolph,
Possible.
Would Dolph know this forest? Or this world at all?
Give me a history check.
Oh, good. History. A thing at which I am exceptionally good at. No.
Okay, no. It looks like you're standing by a tall building. It's snowing. there is an iron fence not too far from you. You're very glad you didn't land on that one.
Yeah, that would have been quite
Yep. Beyond the like where you're at right at this moment, you have no idea. And other than that, you're not sure like where you've landed, the space you're in.
We see a
The
castle?
architect. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's like 10 feet from you at this point.
Hmm.
So you see the walls, and it's an architecture you're not entirely familiar with.
Well, this is interesting. But Ravira and I were doing a whole other thing, and we weren't done yet. This is odd. Honestly, I'm kind of glad to be out of there. That was unpleasant. Cool. Well, why don't we go inside, or at least knock? You know. That's probably our reason.
Yeah, it
we're
is
here.
cold.
Yeah.
It's
It is
cold.
cold. I didn't pack Equity's snowshoes at all.
Other than being like hard as nails, Dolph is apparently completely fine. He has the ring
Oh,
of
he's
warmth.
hard. Whoa, I have a
No,
baby.
sorry. I want to be clear. His nipples. But yeah,
Thank
like
you.
Oh, he's
So
smuggling
much-
raisins. Gotcha.
in significant danger of poking your eye out, but otherwise he is
Right.
completely
I
fine.
close
That was
my toddler's
entirely
eyes.
necessary
Don't
to
look.
reference.
All right.
Hello.
Moving inside.
Yeah, you walking just around the corner, you see a large wooden doorway surrounded by finely made stone arch, and from that stone arch hangs 2 lanterns that are currently lit. And you knock on the door with these large iron knockers, and after a
More of them.
Knockers.
yeah,
Hey, so we have iron nips
Thank you,
and
Doctor.
large iron knockers.
All right,
Yes.
mine are fleshy, just very firm.
and
Would you like to
My
go for a roll
soul.
in the hay?
after a maybe 5 minutes, the door, one side of the door swings open, and inside you see a slightly hunched older gentleman with what looks like a beanie on his head, and nice coat, like jacket and slacks in a cut you do not recognize.
Hello.
He's holding a candlestick with 3 lit candles in it, and just looking between the 3 of you. He sighs and just waves to you to come in.
Oh, good evening.
Thank you.
I am Dolph. This is my friends, Ravira and Equity, and Equity's father, Damien.
I brandish my business card.
Yeah.
He looks between the 3 of you and just. Do any of you 3 speak Sylvan?
Ooh.
I do.
Okay.
No.
You hear
I speak
in
Draconic and Infernal, if that's anything.
Dwarvish.
Okay. So Ravira, you hear in very broken Sylvan. Please wait. I fetch someone you can speak to.
Thank you. That was very good. Keep up the practice.
Thank
What
you.
did he say?
And he he's gonna turn around, walk further into and he's gonna wave to you to follow, and lead you up the when you enter into the castle proper, you see along the walls you see lit lanterns hanging from the walls, and at the center you see a large stairway leading up to the second floor and then split 2 ways, and then if you move slightly you can see the stairways continuing up on the sides to a 3rd floor landing. The older man waves to you again to follow him up the first staircase, and then he takes a right. No, wait, he wouldn't. He would lead you towards the staircase and then to the right, to another set of large doors, wooden doors.
May I make
Yes.
a usage of my magic awareness?
Okay, yeah. What exactly does that give you?
Open my awareness to the presence of concentrated magic. Until the end of my next turn, I know the location of any spell or magic item within 60 feet that isn't behind total cover.
Okay. As you reach the doors that he's indicating to, you do get a slight ping of a magic source.
But this man himself is not.
No, he's not.
Interesting.
So, I need to sneeze. Nope.
This gentleman is mundane.
That's not a nice thing to say,
No,
Dolph,
no.
but
As in just not magical. At all.
I think he has a charming smile, probably.
Oh, I'm not disputing it.
Maybe
I'm just
enchanting
saying,
personality,
look, he's
I'm
been
trying
a
to
little
teach-
rough.
equity to like respect people, you know.
No,
Everyone
fair.
is
Oh,
special.
Damien, I'm so proud of you. That's fantastic that you're teaching
Yeah,
her
'cause-
something other than financial acumen.
Yes, it's important to have both because otherwise, how is she going to manipulate people into signing contracts? You know, you gotta be likable.
Right.
And Dolph is standing behind Damien, like nodding, like, what did you think?
I love it.
Right.
Hello,
Um,
Figure Guy.
Well, I mean,
So-
I'd be happy to do some lessons with her if you'd ever like that on the different types of trees and what they can be useful for. There's lots of things in there, and Ravira goes into one of her long-winded
Spiel, yeah.
explanations about the.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So Ravira. Nope.
Nope. Okay.
Yes,
Ravira,
no.
There's something stuck in my throat. I don't know
I
why.
can keep talking about flowers for hours if you need.
Oh, I'm sure you
Oh
can.
no. No, the tree.
Oh
that-
God.
You just hear Tali not even in the room be like,
Oh, God.
I feel it.
so the
No,
tree that you landed in.
Tali would be a different story entirely.
Yeah, yeah.
She's
Oh,
had
yeah. No, that
seven
was definitely
children. She
Jack.
knows how to humor.
No, I don't.
She knows how to humor people. And then I said, "Oh, did you, darling? All right then, thank you." Yeah.
Yeah, so Ravira, the tree that you landed in was a birch, but not a kind of birch that you're familiar with.
Oh. Oh, this is a strange place.
So many excitements.
But is it, so why is it a strange place? I mean, other than obviously yes.
Oh, well, the birch outside was a birch that I've never seen before, and that is saying something because I've seen birches on it.
Interesting, because that is
Off she
kind
goes
of the
again.
point I was making. Almost everybody has some magic about them, but this man has nothing. He's almost
Yeah.
a blank.
So yeah, as you're approaching the doors and he opens it, you get a ping of a few magic, and with your
But there is
magic
some in this room.
awareness, no, it's on the other side of the wooden door
Yeah. I
that you're
point
approaching.
to the door.
Yeah.
It's like, but there is some up ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, good. I like magic.
Does it let you know the school of magic?
It does.
Okay. You get enchantment,
Cool.
but strange
Enchantment.
version of it. It's warped slightly, not in a bad way, just different.
Different. Not bad, just different, but very, very different. I am thinking I'm in a place I have never been before, which is weird for me. Oh,
It happens to me all the time. You do get used to it.
Dolph cast disguise self on himself, and now he looks like a human man. He
Okay.
looks not dissimilar to Ansfred.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know how. I think I like you better with the horns. I don't.
Well, you can do this. Why am I not allowed to?
No, that's actually really fair.
I am just doing this to fit in. I normally like me with the horns too.
Well, I think that's why it bothered me
Right.
because you're doing it to fit in instead.
I'm
of just
doing
to...
it to just not to offend the locals. I go many places where my appearance is unusual or unsettling, and it is more to make other people feel at ease. That is, as Damien was saying, equity is learning similar.
Oh, by the way, Damien looks very demonic with his red skin and horns, and
Yeah.
has a goblin green baby. And he's like not even listening to this. The thought
Yeah.
does not occur to him that he
Nope.
looks wild.
All right. Yeah.
Rudolph the
that's-
Red-Nosed
so-
Reindeer and the Krampus just showed up at this guy's door.
Yes.
Yep.
Very that. Very
Uh,
that.
As the older man opens the door to this room, you are met by. So, the main hall is still slightly chilly, though not cold. But as he opens the doors to the second room, you are met by warmth.
Oh,
And
that's
looking
better.
inside, you see a lit fireplace and 2 floors of bookshelves. Above you is a catwalk that is about 10 feet wide, and you can see both on the first and second floor ladders leading up to the top shelves of the bookshelves. Large windows are slightly covered by deep green drapes or curtains. And you figured it's to keep the cold out of the room. In the center of this room, you see a small being fluttering. No, not the center. She was by the door. So just by the door, as you step inside, is a small being fluttering in the air that you immediately recognize as a fairy.
Hello.
And she looks at you like waves, and then in the middle of this room, you see Tali and Hjort standing.
Friends, is the fairy wearing any particular like sparkles or jewelry or?
She's not. Her wings are illuminated by something, but as you look at her, aside from what looks like a plain dress, like she's wearing a plain dress with a off-white apron, and looking closer at her, her body is elongated and kind of thin and has a wood color to it, and her face is pointy like a branch moving up to hair that looks like grass.
Oh, do I have I come across a fairy like this before? Like it sounds like a nymph, but not.
Would you have? I don't.
But she's clearly
I'd
of
say-
nature.
Yes, she's very clearly of nature. I don't think the fairies that you are used to are more sparkly and flashy in appearance. Other than her wings that seem to be like illuminated, she's very plain looking.
Oh, hello! I love what you've done with that apron. The glowy rings really just light it up for you. You look lovely. I
Hey, Hjort.
Are you speaking
Oh.
common?
No, I'm speaking Sylvan.
Oh, yeah,
I picked
I'm
that up
here, am
from
I?
the...
Okay, hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, no, they have just stepped into the library.
No, I
to
know.
see
And then
Tali and
Rivera's
Hjort.
looking at the very. Oh no, don't
Yeah.
worry about me. It's just your old friend Tali, whatever. Yeah.
The fun thing is,
Um,
Dolph doesn't look like
all the
anybody you've ever met.
time.
Yes, although Hjort's just
I assume you're someone
friend who
associated
sounds
with someone she
familiar,
knows.
but I don't know.
Yeah.
Dolph immediately turns off the illusion, it's Dolph, of which Tali is aware.
Yes.
He goes and gives Hjort a bear hug, and then he does the same to
thank
Tali.
goodness.
Oh, but get careful. We'll do an elbow bump for now, and you can see her foot is over a pedal, which has this wooden contraption with a book that is residing over a fire. It's like a little MacGyver trap. Just like dun, dun, dun.
Yeah.
Oh,
We are in the
Um,
middle of fighting a ghost.
You see an
Oh.
equity run up and grab Tali's leg, the one on the
Okay,
trap.
okay, darling. Okay,
No.
all right, hang on. I'd probably see it coming, and I'll just give her a tail to launch up to, so she can get on my shoulders, because I'm used to this trick. And just be like, okay, sweetheart. Yes. Hello. You are much heavier than I remember. You're eating well. Hello, Damien.
Oh.
Hello, everyone.
Hello. Yeah, she's been growing real nice. It's really nice to see you guys. Where are we?
We are
we're in
in
Sweden.
Sweden, I think it's
Sweden.
pronounced. Yes.
Sweden.
why are you fighting the
Sweden.
ghost? Sorry, I think we're working. I'll come back and tell you
Well,
about your
to be
amazing look
fair,
in a
the
moment.
ghost pick a fight with us, but we ended up here. We weren't sure why. We did some research, and this ghost is well, honestly, it reminded me of my
Rude.
second when they were in their twos. Lots of throwing things well,
Oh,
imagine a
sounds
2-year-old
like-
but with knives.
So,
So
do they just
presumably
need a
what
big
Damien is training the child to do. Yes.
hug? Maybe.
Hug the ghost.
You,
I think that's the
Well,
problem.
I would rather not.
I am open to any kind of solution. Right now, this is my safeguard because it really wants the book and it wants to go home. We want to all probably go back to wherever we're going, and that is fine. But to do that, we need to make some form of communication. This is a safeguard, basically.
Ravira is going to turn back to the Sylvan fairy.
Mhm.
Have you spoken to the ghost as well? Does the ghost speak like this, or do they speak differently?
Head stuff, I seem to remember.
Well, we haven't. Well, did he? I don't know where she went.
Oh, she got bland.
The elf woman spoke to the ghost, and the ghost scared her real bad.
Elf?
Yes.
Miss Sprinkles, Holly
Sprinkles.
Oh,
got
Oh, she scared
got bland.
something scared Sprinkles.
Yes,
Oh, well,
it was very rude.
well,
This thing is very intense.
Ah.
did
Um,
anyone else speak to the ghost?
We didn't have a chance.
None of us are telepathic.
Ah.
We tried to communicate with it. It is either unable or uninterested. The only reason that I think Sprinkles managed to get any headway is because she had something up her sleeve to connect, regardless of consent.
Right.
I should
Oh.
warn you, your magic will be slower here.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh.
I may have a solution. It is magical, but I can banish things.
I can also banish things.
Ah. Did you try it?
I think
Not yet. It took me a
we
while to
haven't-
figure out how to light up my antlers.
it's very
so-
fast is the problem.
Ah.
So I think you need to be able to see it, and you need to keep concentrating on it long enough that it works.
Yes.
I would like personally to be able to try and communicate with it. I get the feeling this place has its own rules. So if worse comes to worse, then we need to shoo it off. I get the feeling we need to figure out how that works. Because I get the feeling, like how magic is different, I get the feeling getting it to
Rules.
go isn't as simple as it might be back home.
Yes.
What does the book say? It is obsessed with the book, yeah?
Yeah, something about interplanar travel, as in what we
Oh.
go through often.
Yes.
Oh, well, maybe
That's
it's someone
probably
who
what it
got
wants.
stuck here.
Yeah,
Look,
not to toot my own
again-
horn too much, but I'm pretty good with books. Can I look at it?
You may, but you may not take it off the shelf. We don't know where it is. We don't know anything about where it is and how it may attack next. This, it knows, is a trap that will torch it, which it does not want. That's the only reason we're not being attacked right now, as far as I know.
Ah.
Yes.
So can I like thumb it
You
without
may open it.
Okay.
Yes, yes, you can. I've made
Yeah.
it strong enough, as it should be anyway.
So, so Damien, the book in question is a wood-bound tome. So the spine and the sides are made out of about half a centimeter thick wood. What's
Okay.
it called? That fades from a deep brown to a dark gray, almost black color. It's polished, and the spine is bound to the sides with leather straps. So you can easily open it back and forth, and it clacks slightly as you do. The first page is a beautiful illumination drawing of like willow vines going over to roots. And you see 3 paragraphs on the page. The first one is in a language you don't understand. The second one is in Draconic. And the third one is in Common. So it's like a
Ooh.
Rosetta Stone.
Oh.
Okay.
And you who can read Draconic see that it says both the same thing in both Common and Draconic. And it speaks about interplanar traveling, difficulties navigating, time dilation between the planes, and various, like, how to get to various points on the different planes.
From this tome, if I leaf through it, do I glean any sense of how ghosts can travel through like ethereal plane or anything? Like, what is the ghost's connection to the travel? Is there anything in the book that mentions such matters?
There's nothing in the book that mentions incorporeal things traveling. There is talk of traveling to the ethereal plane, but it's in the same spirit as it would say, oh, you can travel to the ethereal plane this way, the astral sea this way.
In that case, quick question, the time dilation thing, does that mean that someone who traveled between planes experienced so much time difference that their body withered during that time and they became a ghost? They fucking died?
Give me an
Horrible way to go.
investigation check.
Ah.
Okay, so my investigation is 11, so I roll 11 dice.
Yes.
Okay.
Good. Good.
Yay!
I might help out at the same time if that's cool, because I'm literally right
Yeah.
there. Is that
Yeah,
a thing?
absolutely.
Yeah, because I've got 10 dice, might as well use it.
Okay.
Tali and Hjort, you also remember that
Yes, sir.
Gevle described an older man with the book that looks similar to the description of the ghost. So at some point
Right.
here, he was living.
Ah.
But
I see.
He may
I
have
got
been
2
the
sixes,
previous
which is 2
owner of this
successes.
castle, right?
Yeah.
Am I
Sorry?
right in he may have been the previous owner of the castle. Am I right in remembering that?
yes.
Yeah, Hjort would just go, would fill them in on that real quick.
Right.
So Tali, you
I
had 2 successes?
I have 3.
Yeah, 2.
Okay. So you can either choose to use all of your successes now or bank some for later. You can bank up to 10 if I remember correctly.
Does the amount of successes we get on one check change anything? Or we just need at least one and that's it?
Then just the
So
amount
I think,
of
three-
well,
you
it
get.
depends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in
The
this
more
case,
successes, the better.
it depends. It's the amount of information you get for the successes in this case. 3 is
Daria, do you want to keep
considered
yours and we'll bank my 2? Maybe?
Yes, I'll take the 3 of mine and you up to you what you want with the 2.
Yeah, I'll bank the other 2. I think 3 is
Okay.
fine.
Yep.
Generally speaking.
yeah, 3 is
we haven't needed more
considered
than 3.
3 is considered a critical success.
Nice.
Rightfully.
So,
Yeah, excellent.
So as you flip through, in the on the inside of the first page, so you flip over the first page, you do see what looks like a owner have written their name in it. The inside of the first place is blank, or the opposite side of the first place is blank, and you see a name written on the side. It says Daniel Vik.
Daniel Vik.
Yes.
Daniel Vik. I will say that to everyone. This seems to be a book belonging to Daniel Vik. That might be the ghost. As a necromancer,
would
I
say
know
so.
like undead things, right? Do I know if ghosts like genuinely like when people like get to know them and stuff, or do they like
Well, we'll get to that. So the information that you find in this book with your critical success is that flipping through, and there are a lot of pages in this. They had to make space for that 3-paragraph situation for each page. But you do manage to find the information that, yes, the time dilation can cause that. It's not very common that it does, but places like the Feywilds or the Shadowfell work on different time scales. So there is a possibility that, for example, you've spent some time in the Feywilds, you come back to your plane and you age immediately.
Oh dear.
It's not that common between realms on the material plane, or if you travel from different realms on the elemental plane, like elemental plane of fire, even though you're different realms of that elemental plane, the time dilation is maybe at most a couple of days. As far as the writer of this tome is aware. So while yes, there is a possibility of rapid aging depending on the plane you've been on, but between realms on the different planes, it's not that common.
Cool. I turn to the fairy. This Daniel Vik, is he known to you?
Do you speak Southern?
For sake of expediency, we can have that. Yeah, you can talk back and forth. You don't have to translate the whole back and forth, unless you really want to.
No,
I thought.
No.
Yeah.
Just actively translate.
Yeah.
Please.
For a quick moment, she looks over to Ravira, and the translate happens, and just, no, that was before my time here. I've only been here for a few years, 10 at most, maybe in human terms. I came here with the, well, there is a ledger here somewhere. I show the others, and she looks around for a moment and then points to a large leather-bound book that is on one of the tables. That should tell you the previous owners of the castle. Right now, it is owned by a group of explorers that were hired by the previous owner, who I'm named after. Oh yeah, hi, I'm Linnea, by the way. Hi.
Lovely to meet you.
So yeah, it's probably in there somewhere. He was one of the first owners, if I remember right. I think they said that. I don't understand them talking. So...
How did you end up here?
Us?
Oh. Oh, me?
Same way I did. Oh, sorry. Never mind.
Who are you talking to?
No, don't worry.
Yeah, I'm talking to the fairy.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the previous owner of this place, who I'm named after, Linnea, she found me in a forest, and I was badly hurt, and she took me here and took care of me, and she gave me a job. I'm the house matron of this place, so if you need anything that Algot cannot help you with, I'm the one to talk to.
That's very
And
nice of
Linnea,
her.
sorry to pry into your, but the forest that she found you in,
Yes.
is it in this plane or?
Oh, it's plane. I don't understand.
Realm.
World?
Oh well, so yes, on this world, yes, it's a little bit north of here.
Okay, right. I just wondered if there were multiple plane hoppers in the house.
Are there any other creatures here? Other than the ghost, obviously. Want your human friend?
In the castle right now? Or in the town?
Oh, there's a town nearby.
Oh yeah, you'd walk like 10 minutes and you get to the town.
Oh.
But no, in the castle right now, it's just me and Algot. The others are out on a mission.
Bachi, thank you very much for the follow, you bloody champion. Avast, matey, you wee scallywag. Good on you, champion. Sorry, continue.
Hey, buddy.
And in the town, is it? I mean, well, I've never seen a tree like that before, so I just wondered if in the town are there other fairies and other ghosts, or is this quite an unusual situation we're in this castle?
Oh no. We well in the town itself we have Veggies and maybe a ghost. I don't really go down there. The few humans who can see me tend to freak out and throw things at me.
Humans can't see you?
Oh no.
You turn invisible.
No, no, so here, most humans cannot see Vaesen, what I am. And I'm guessing...
I thought you were a fairy.
Oh, fairy is a type of Vaesen.
That's
That's
the
how we are
umbrella term, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right.
Otherworldly thing. I'm a Vaesen. Technically, Dolph, you're probably one. Everyone is, apart from... No, we'd all be considered Vaesen, no?
Yeah, Ravira is elf.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you would have
Vaesen?
also be considered Vaesen.
Yeah.
Oh.
Personally,
club
I'm not
to
a
be a member
Vaesen
of.
of any kind. I'm a businessman. Thank you very much.
You can be both.
Well,
Do I pay taxes on that though?
no.
I don't think you pay any more.
No.
I never pay anyway. Why am I bothering?
Well, most humans wouldn't be able to see you at all.
So no taxes.
Oh.
So why can he see us?
Oh, Algot?
Yes.
Oh, he has the sight.
Right.
It's something that
Are
humans
most
get.
people in this world blind?
No, most people are blind to magic.
That would explain why it is so slow here. There's just not much of it.
Yeah, no, this world doesn't have inherent magic. There's no primordial magic in this world.
Oh. That must make things very tiring. You'd have to do all the things with, elbow grease. Ugh.
Oh, yeah, humans are so industrious here. They have made machines for almost everything by now.
Oh.
Oh, so you can make things without hiring people and paying them.
No, I think that is exactly what they are doing.
Well, yeah.
I think we should move on before Damien comes up with
Damien
some
gets some very
sort
dangerous
of
ideas.
awful AI-informed taking over the world plan. Anyway,
Say I make a machine that makes things without
That
any
creates
human
art,
consciousness.
and then you would never need
Damien's
another artist ever again.
laboratory.
so when did you last see the ghost?
Yeah. Good point. Yeah.
Moments ago.
Oh.
Just
Okay.
before you came.
Did they go that way?
Up.
Well, we're not sure.
Up. Third floor.
Ravira's going to start, like, head over to one of the ladders. I like library
Keep in mind,
ladders
it's very
anyway.
quick. I don't necessarily recommend going by yourself. If you do,
I will go with.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
maybe, Ravira, my dear, maybe we have a plan.
Oh, I was just going to say, are they okay and what do they need?
ghost?
Last person that
Trust me,
tried that
darling,
basically got slashed.
Yeah, I tried speaking to it. It's pissed. So
What language did you try?
look, if you want to take the ferry with you and you want to translate, go for it. I'm telling you, we tried to be quite thorough. I don't think it's
so
interested.
you already spoken Swedish to it? Or
I would
Swedish?
assume so. I don't know if we did, Ardanna, but I assume we tried that. Maybe we did not.
No, you haven't asked Linnea or Algot tried to speak with it, but they've
Okay.
lived with it for a while.
Oh,
Right.
did they know it was
Linnea.
here?
Have you had a chat with the ghost?
Well, I have yelled at it when it throws things.
What happens when you yell at it?
It stops.
What are you yelling at it?
Knock it
Stop,
off,
I assume.
you
Stop.
bloody freeloader.
Okay. Have you had any further conversation with it?
No. I tried to. I tried once, and it threw a tea kettle at me.
Oh.
When you
It
tried
also
to speak
threw a
further
tea
to it?
kettle at me.
Right. Okay. Well, I thought it was worth a shot.
It's always nice to try to be nice first, but I think the niceness has been tried.
But I don't know what
for
the
the
other
record,
solution.
I have no problem with you trying. I'm simply saying be prepared and maybe duck, is what I'm saying.
Oh, Ravira almost turns into a duck before she like gets.
I mean,
the
maybe that will
reference.
work. Maybe
She's like
maybe
duck, and then she's like, oh, right.
Right.
That was a.
you could duck and be a
expression.
duck. You
I'm
could duck
getting
square.
better.
You could do both.
Okay.
We're doing great.
So, thank you. I think I'm much more aware of these weird social conventions. Anyway,
Okay.
Lenora, do you want to come and try speaking Swedish with me?
It's Linnea and sure.
Oh, sorry, Linnea. I am known
I'm
for
much
my
better at
grasp
these
of names.
these social conventions. Immediately gets name wrong.
I mean, I
love
don't
that.
know when anyone needs names. You just
There was a moment that was slept on, which I loved, which was like, "Oh, keep good job, keep practicing," which was like so accidentally condescending. It was
Oh.
perfect. It was just like,
Oh, you're doing great.
Yeah.
I'm just like, "Fuck you."
yeah, but it's so sincere from
No, I
Ravira.
know.
Yeah.
It's just
Oh, by
accidentally
the way,
condescending.
the butler has left the room.
We
He's
assumed.
gone.
Yeah.
He's
Right.
doing something else somewhere else.
Yeah, he's got important things to do.
Is this considered, Linnea,
Oh.
a major concern, or like this seems to be aberrant behavior for the ghost? If he has lived here many years, and now he is only now just going rah and throwing things about a book.
That is a good
specifically.
point. What has changed,
Yeah.
Linnea? What
I
has
did
what
not
is
know that
different
the
apart
ghost
from
was
us being here?
motorized.
What is different? Because the book presumably has been here for some time, no?
May I posit that us being here is what is different?
It's possible, but I want to know from Linnea.
That's true.
I'm not entirely sure. It might be you guys arriving, or it might be the arrival of the new people here.
New people.
Can I get a reminder of what Sprinkles sort of communicated to us in terms of her vision? Because there were specific words. Got to get the book, got to go home, right?
Yeah, gotta get the book,
Those
gotta
are
go
things I heard.
home. Let's see if what did I write down? Gotta get the book, wanna go home, got to get revenge.
Mm.
Revenge.
And mostly he wants to, the person wants to go home and you got from her communication you got the impression that he wants the book, he wants to go back home, and he
Right.
wants to punish someone.
Punish. Okay.
And
To be honest with you, friends, I do not think the ghost is far away. He went up to the 3rd floor because we sort of vexed him. But number 1, I don't think he's that far away. Number 2, the book is what he wants. Number 3, I don't recommend going alone. So whatever you want to do you reckon we could maybe try here on this floor? And we can just call out to him? Like I said, I'll repeat what Ardanna said, but I'll do it in character.
Yeah.
So he wants to... I think it's a he.
Yeah,
he
it's a
wants
he.
revenge against someone. That could be an interesting conversation point. He wants to go home and he wants the book. Now, as far as I can tell, Linnea, this book has been here the whole time, correct?
oh, yes, it has.
Right. So therefore, if he was the previous owner, what is making him compelled now? Maybe we've just stirred something up about it, blah, blah, blah. Something about revenge. I guess that's the easiest way to get into this. Right? Figure out who he wants to punish.
Don't dispute
Well,
it.
Well,
That
first,
sounds
could
pretty
you-
good. My question is this: why couldn't the ghost get the book before this? Is it because of the trap?
That's the trick. Well, that's what we need to find out, because for some reason now, right, he has started doing things. Now, it's not that the ghost suddenly appeared when we appeared. He's been here the whole time. Why is he motivated for the book now? Why hasn't he tried to grab the book? He can clearly grab things. Is he physically unable to grab the book? These are questions that we must ask. You see?
Oh, okay. First
Well,
question.
if I
Oh, no, sorry, Linnea, of course, please.
No, I just wanted to add that there was a time between the previous owner, who I was named after, and the new group arriving, where he was, well, the ghost wasn't really stirring that much. He was pestering Algot a lot, but Algot moves all over the place. So it could be you guys, it could be the current owners. I don't know.
Oh,
We've got what it wants. So why don't we just start? And if anyone has any magical mumbo jumbo nonsense that we can use it to compel it to come here, let's do that. Whatever things we can do to protect ourselves magically, let's do that. And then let's try and have a conversation here on this floor where we can help each other. Yes?
Well, I feel
Sounds
like
good.
if we just call out to it, he'll probably come.
I
and have
agree.
What we want.
We're agreeing with each other. Yes.
Yes.
oh, but if we can figure out what it wants before it comes, then we can make a deal with it, maybe help it. And
Well,
Lost
it wants the
Archives are
book.
raiding. But why?
Hey!
Lost Archives are raiding. Thank you very much for the raid, you bloody champions. Oh, Christmas special. Yes, it is. We are back in our Candlekeep world, but now we are playing some Vaesen in Candlekeep in Sweden in the real life, but with a bunch of fucking characters, Christmas characters from a D&D session. So it's weird. It's a time. It's
Yes.
a time and a place, and it's about 1890 in Sweden.
Yes.
And cool. Dolph would say, firstly, question, where did you guys arrive?
In an unused bedroom.
Bedroom.
I
Okay,
need to
so
pay
there
for
was
the
no
bed.
consistency in that. I am thinking maybe there's some sort of means of getting back to wherever we are from. But if there's no specific location, then that's a bunk idea. I have Charm Monster.
Correct.
Oh.
Good start. Good start.
I am thinking if I can see it, and then you say it takes a little minute to cast it. This is the problem. So
Yeah.
if we can sort of keep it, I can try. If we are wanting to, it will be like maybe not like that, but I'm willing to try. It's yeah.
Given its attitude so far, I think it might be a good way to start. But is there anything we want to do to protect ourselves before we call it? Because
Oh,
it's
well-
certainly around.
I could do this, and Ravira will spread out her arms, and like the wind envelops her slowly. I don't know. I'm casting gust barrier.
Okay. So, how long does Gust Barrier normally take for you to cast?
I mean, it's an action.
Okay, so you're
6
used to
seconds.
it being like it takes no more than 6 seconds normally, and now you find that you have to concentrate harder on it. You have to hold it longer, and it takes a minute for you to cast it.
Ravira's like, look, I can do the thing. Oh,
Don't worry, it happens to
like
everyone. I mean, it would happen to me if I could do magic, but I can't.
Oh.
but eventually.
Yeah.
Brandon.
Magic. Anything else we want to do before we give this guy a shout?
So, can I? This is not magic. This is just like general knowledge thing because Damien is a
General knowledge?
necromancer. Would he know anything in particular about treating ghosts right, taking them on a date? You know, like being a real gentleman
Just a
about it.
second.
So we don't make him angry.
Give me a. What would that be?
Arcana? No.
A history or arcana, your choice.
I will go with Arcana. Sure, 'cause they're the same for me. They're still 11. So,
One way or the other.
okay. 1, 2.
How many of the loads did you succeed with?
2. I have 2 successes.
Okay. So, with your knowledge of the undead and the knowledge of necromancy, you do recall that ghosts in general, as opposed to the other incorporeal undead, are bound to either to specific objects, people, or places.
Ooh.
And the way that because you rolled 2 successes, the way to banish ghosts, as far as you know, is to sever that connection. But from what you know, you can kill a ghost, and that severs the connection. Or you can destroy whatever it's bound to. If it's an object, you destroy the object itself. Or there are a few instances where you can banish a ghost by resolving what it has left unresolved.
I see. So we can choose to destroy the book, my dear friends, if nothing else works.
If the book is what it is attached to, and sorry, Josh is pointing out, we don't necessarily know that, and Dolph certainly doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it looks very much attached to the book. Like that's the one thing that we know it cares about very much.
Have we
Yeah.
tried talking to it yet, or are we going straight to destroying the thing?
Well,
No. I'm just saying if it doesn't go well, destroying the
Oh,
object.
trust me, I
will-
plan. Oh, yes. Won't be an
Good,
issue.
good.
Linnea,
It is right here
the
the whole
destruction of
time.
this book, we are, believe it or not, librarians by trade, or at least most of us are, at least part-time. So if we were to destroy this book, would the owners of the house be upset with us? I mean, it may be necessary one way or the other, but...
It would be a shame,
Yeah,
that's for sure.
no disputing.
But I'm not sure. I mean, 2 of them would 3. 2 of them will be guaranteed upset, as far as I understand. One might get perturbed about it, and I'm not sure the other 2 would really care one way or the other.
Okay, well, good to know. I don't know if it's going to be able to change what we're going to do, but it's worth noting. Thank you. I'm still
Alright,
up for it.
Yeah, I'm ready to talk to the ghost if we can.
Shall we
I
start
I
with
have been
where?
set up still right next to the pedal, but I will gently put down Equity. Is that the toddler on my back?
Yes.
And I will just go, darling, could you do me a favor? You see that very comfy chair there? Could you set yourself up there? Maybe put a chair in front. Yes. And basically like trying to give them like a little bit of shielding so that way I don't have to worry about them so much.
There's also the skeleton insurance that like stays
yes, of
guard
course.
next to
Yes,
next to
of
Equity.
course.
Yeah.
Then disregard.
love that.
It's like, yeah. Yeah, sweet.
Unless it
Cool.
retrieved
So
its
I'm ready
femur.
to go. I am, however, the muscle in this situation. I will not be talking that much because my persuasion is minus. So I am ready to
How
go. But
is everyone's persuasion, by the way?
Mine's okay. I'm a +5.
I'm a
we
plus
have a warlock,
15.
so, yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
he's a bard.
I'm +7. If I can talk to it. If it doesn't know Draconic or Common or Infernal,
Draconic
I
it
don't
does.
have
It
shit.
does know Draconic. I'm
Oh,
pretty sure.
sweet.
I seem to remember.
Linnea knows Draconic.
Donna? What's that? It does? Yeah.
Linnea knows Draconic. You haven't tried talking to
Oh.
it in Draconic.
It only at this point we don't know if it. We think it speaks Swedish, so we have to go through Linnea.
Yeah, let's just go through the list.
Okay. I will, Linnea, if you don't mind, I will protect you with my body.
All right. If you feel that's necessary, of course, sir.
Well, I don't want you getting
Um,
hurt, that's all.
I might be able to do something for that if you give me time. But I don't know if the ghost could hear through a tiny hut.
We should
probably not.
probably assume that, well, I was going to say the opposite. We don't know what the rules are here.
Well,
Whatever we assume will work,
valid point.
we should probably assume does not.
But that was sort of my thinking. If I would normally assume yes, but so that was why no. Look, Hjort, if you think, I'm not opposed to the idea, but I don't want to, because that takes a little minute, doesn't it?
It does, but I'm thinking of to keep the baby and the non-combatants safe.
Valid point.
That might be a good thing to do, just in case. If
mean,
it
it gives
turns
us
out we
all a
need to
retreat.
jump in.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, alternatively, I do have Magnificent Mansion, but I think that may be overkill.
Little bit.
We're already in a nice one.
Yes. An Imagine within a mansion is overkill. But I could attempt tiny huts.
As my father always said, overkill is underrated. I don't know why he said it that much, because it was a lot. He said it like every day.
It was kicked by a horse.
Yeah. He didn't say a lot else, actually. It was quite stupid. It was rarely relevant.
Ardanna, when we
Shoot them all and let God sort them out.
when we
Unfortunately, one day
speak
put this
to
into
the
practice.
ghost,
Mm-hmm.
can if we were just talking about persuasion, but if we propose a question to be asked through someone who is speaking the correct language, could we also roll things like insight into
Yeah.
the ghost? Yeah, cool.
Absolutely.
Sweet. Well, I think we should just ask him where home is, so that we can help them go home.
Yes, I could also probably banish him. So, I don't know,
Just
how
in
long
the-
would it take for a tiny hut?
Yeah.
So normally, would you be casting it, or are you ritually casting it?
Let's see, tiny hut. I've
Oh,
got
ritual will
three
probably be so long. God damn.
Yeah, I've got three
Oh,
spell
wow,
slots that
yeah.
I can use at 3rd level, so I'd be happy to just cast it for time's sake.
Okay. Yep. It would, if you can just like cast it, it will be a minute to set it up. So it depends. Like ritual spells take a lot longer. Yesterday I made a comparison between Speak with Dead in D&D is an action. Speak with Dead in Vaesen takes an hour.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yes.
Like get your Ouija board out or whatever, your
Very much
Luigi
so.
board.
Ouija board. Yep.
Yeah. So ritual spells take a long time to set up.
Yeah.
But if you don't have to cast them as rituals, they will take anywhere between 1 and 10 minutes to finish.
Okay, so he will make a tiny hut for anybody who does not feel like being. Now he'd have to be inside it to keep it up, but yeah, he'll sit in there at the door, basically at the entrance. Yeah, if you leave a tiny hut, you can't.
Oh, I'm thinking of Rip Trick. Don't worry. Yep.
Yeah, no, the caster has to be inside the tiny hut.
That's fine.
You
don't have to be inside a mansion, but you do have to be inside a hut.
Yeah, you don't have to be inside a Rip Trick either, but yeah, you do. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good. Cool.
All right.
Well,
so what
that's
are we
probably
doing?
safest for Hjort anyway. I will stand like at the entrance.
Okay.
Trying to stop anything getting in. And I will have Charm Monster at the ready.
Ooh,
Excellent.
nice.
All right. You're setting it up here in the library.
If
think
the
so.
library is large enough, yes.
It's what?
So
That's where the fireplace is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the library itself is about 20 foot in diameter. You will have to clear space in front of the fireplace if you want to fit the hut in there.
Excellent. Hjort, not Hjort, Dolf.
Yeah, yeah.
Big boys.
On it. You keep your foot up there, Tali. I'll just get this. And
Yeah.
literally, just couches, but like picks up by one end, so the couch is like all the way sticking out the far end, and just sort of it's surprisingly well Tetrised, like very neatly stacked. This guy clearly is very good at piling things on other things in a neat way, and all the furniture in the room is piled very tidily into one corner. Almost like a ghost or poltergeist was trying to punk somebody.
All right. As you're finishing up the clearing of the area and setting your plans from the second floor? Did I say second floor? Hold on. Where did I put? There we go. From the second floor of this library, suddenly you hear a bell just ring out 7 times.
Oh shit.
Ah!
Clear bell that just echoes through the entire building.
All the dead.
What's that for?
Hello.
Is it dinner?
Linnea, is that?
Oh no, that's just the clock.
not out.
Don't worry about that. It's just a clock. It was
Oh.
recently installed, so it tells time.
It's
Wow.
terrifying.
What does it tell time to do?
Oh, it just lets you know what time of the day, it is. So right, it chimed 7 times, so it's 7 p.m.
PM.
PM.
Postmortem.
Ah.
Mm.
7 hours after death?
Oh no.
I-
Are we dead?
No, it's 7 in the evening.
Oh.
The death of the sun.
Oh.
This place is very curious plane. I do want to inquire something else. This Sweden place, what kind of labor laws does it have? No reason,
Label?
just curious.
Just asking for
Well,
a friend.
well, you're not allowed to kill your workers, as far as I know. Or
Well,
work them to
unless
death.
if people don't find out, I suppose. Yeah, that's how it works.
Well, anything is legal as long as no one finds out.
No,
I like that.
That
don't know
is
if
not
that's-
how laws work.
I love this place, Sweden. I like it.
But generally,
Yeah.
if people find out, it's
People
bad.
like-
You don't have the
police
conversation so
officers, right?
loudly in front of a cop.
Like,
You don't hear. It's just the wind, Tali. It's the wind.
Uh-huh.
well, I mean, there
What
are.
the hell are we
there
doing? Should we call
laws.
the damn ghost?
Please.
What-
Yeah, let's go. Linnea's just trying to like figure out how do I describe common sense laws to someone who just asked me that.
It doesn't have common sense.
To a
yeah.
fucking demon.
Let's try this Swedish first. And you could say something like, "Hello, they're trying to help. Where's home?" in Swedish.
Right. Okay.
How does one say
Good
that?
pronunciation.
Because I'd like to use minor illusion to make the noise louder.
Okay.
Nice, nice.
Hello. Hey.
You hear this booming?
Don't.
Hey!
De försöker hjälpa dig. Var hör du hemma?
That's you hear that.
Okay.
Well, you hear
Nice.
something.
Nice.
You hear nothing like it. Like you hear something not unlike it.
Okay. All right. Okay. Everyone, please make me a vigilance. It's not vigilance. It's a perception check.
Perception.
It would be called vigilance in
Bad.
Vaesen.
I
Yeah.
need to roll 11 dice. Give me a second.
I've won. Oh, it's
One.
it's a success on the one. That's nice.
Nice.
Yay!
I
You're
hear
like
nothing.
high rolling
I'm
games.
not
Nora?
persuaded.
No, because I also got 2 twos.
11.
Nice.
Okay.
Roll them.
Dolph.
I rolled 4 and got nothing.
Okay. So Ravira, Damien, and Tali succeeded. Hjort.
I got 3 6s from 11 dice.
Oof,
Damn.
Nice.
they're good.
So, Ravira, Damien, and Tali, you notice something stirring. Tali, you recognize this from just an hour previously. Slight chill wind, something creeping through. Hjort, with your successes, you notice where the ghost pops in to the library, and the paw prints left behind by Mrs. Claus are stirred slightly, and you can see steps moving towards you.
He'll tap Dolph, who's in the doorway, and point to where.
Oh,
Yep. Ravira, I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
what?
Oh no.
Oh shit.
All right. As the ghost moves in, you don't see it at all. You notice like it's almost like a heat mirage where it moves, and suddenly a blistering pain across your back.
Ooh.
And for those, like, if anyone's looking at Ravira's back, you see like this slash go across from shoulder to hip.
Damn.
What about, and I'm gonna switch through languages, like
Okay.
I'll scream, but then be like, I was trying to be nice in like
I told you.
Draconic, Druidic, Elvish, and Sylvan. Like I'll just switch through all of them, trying to work it out. Like, why are you being so mean? I was trying to be nice.
Nobody likes a told you so, Tali.
I say it quietly.
Hjort, with that high success, you hear whispering, nearly inaudible, and this is only because you rolled a critical success. You
shit.
hear I want to go home. I want punishment against the one who killed me.
What
We can all
language
hear
is
this?
in?
Oh.
Again, what languages do Hjort speak?
Hjort speaks Draconic and Common.
It would be in Draconic.
So he will say, I would like to hear your story, sir.
All right, roll me a persuasion check.
I was hoping you were going to say that. 15 dice. Give me a second.
Wait for it.
So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
You also
12,
have 5
13,
successes
14,
banked.
15.
Yeah.
Roll.
Yes, that's
15
true.
dice.
That's true. Oh my god. Yes.
Let me count these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
This is.
Okay, 3 is a critical success, so you
Don't
can
worry about
bank
it.
2 more
Nice.
if you want to.
Oh,
So
bank
don't worry
2.
about it.
Kevin
It's
fucking
fine.
Yeah.
Okay. You feel that cold wind stop, and after have been pointed out to you, Dolph, all 5 of you see this slight heat mirage looking thing stop for a moment. What was the question again? Well,
I
what
would like
did
to
you-
hear your story, sir. He's being
Okay.
very polite.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, how much does he remember? And brief, it takes a short moment, and then this heat mirage looking thing starts to solidify. Not entirely, but you see a blue-green, kind of glacier-colored, bright outline form to what looks like a cloak that has the texture of moss, a hood that is covering what a skeletal-looking head that has fungus growing all over it, and where the eyes are supposed to be, you see a dark blue glow. A slightly stooped figure, a little bit shorter than Tali, and long hands.
Yeah.
Like really long hands that ends in what looks like claws.
Nice.
Alright.
Charming.
Yeah. And
Taking off.
looking straight at Hjort. I need all of you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh boy.
All right.
So good at those.
I'm not very wise.
I'm
Wisdom,
actually.
wisdom,
Hey,
wisdom.
Ardanna, can I just burn a? Well, I'm gonna roll.
Yeah.
I'll
no,
also roll my 1 dice, but I
Can
might
I
burn one of
just
those
burn my
successes.
success. But one of a previous.
Yeah,
success.
I'd like to burn a bank success as well. Yeah.
Because
I
I'm
got-
Yeah, I
neg
rolled a
1
4, so
on wisdom.
so I would
saves.
love to burn a success too, please.
I got 2 successes.
Yay,
Nice.
The druid can do
Okay.
it.
Damien?
I got 1 success.
Okay, Jack.
Surprisingly,
burn-
wizards are proficient at
21.
wisdom saves. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the
Tali
2 proficiencies.
burning 1, Dolph burning 1,
Yeah.
and
Hjort
Hjort,
burning
how
1.
did you? Okay,
Oh.
so that's 3 of you. As this visage forms, all of you feel this cold start creeping in, and your heart beating faster. And everyone except Ravira, you're
Oh.
locked in place, just
Yeah.
staring. Ravira,
Oh,
you
shit.
managed to shake the feeling completely. The rest of
Ah.
you are just like,
We needed
you
to.
feel
Yeah.
the adrenaline, It's not like you're not frightened, but it's like, okay, this is dangerous. You're getting that danger sense just spiking.
Mm-hmm.
You're not frightened of it. So, but
Okay.
if you had two successes, you would have been completely fine.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So you're getting that
Excellent.
elevated heart rate, spike in adrenaline. Tali you would probably recognize it like, okay, I need to get ready. That
Yeah. My
fight.
foot is twitching, like
Yeah.
falling asleep, kind of, because I've been ready for like 25 minutes
Yeah.
So,
while they're talking about clocks. So I'm like,
Yeah.
fucking.
so how long would it take to cast Banish?
Banish is.
Ooh, no, actually, sorry, don't worry about it. I mean, I am curious to the answer of this one.
You
It's-
had
it's an
Charm
action.
Monster
Yeah.
ready first, did you not?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So, banishment would be a longer ritual. So it would take
Yeah.
you about 10 minutes to set it up.
yeah,
So you would have to keep it busy for 10 minutes. Charm Monster would take about a minute
well,
to set up and cast.
How long does Charm Monster last?
Normally an hour.
I do want to say that Josh
Yeah.
did already mention before we did all
Yeah.
this that he was prepping that. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So you're almost like you're
Now my fight or
basically at
flight
this
is
point
going.
holding. Yeah, you're basically holding on to it now, and
Yeah.
you're ready to just do that last bit of it.
yeah. Can I do something else instead? Oh, like not a spell, but like, or is that really the next thing I do? Because I'm up for doing it.
Well, you are ready to release the spell. The way this works is that it's basically you have set up what is essentially the ritual for it.
Yeah.
It would be like you prepped the Ouija board, but not using it yet. You can do something else, but you still have like. It would be like in D&D when you have a concentration spell going and then casting other spells in the meantime.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
You're still
Can I-
focused on releasing that spell, but you can do other things that
Can I-
doesn't require your concentration.
Awesome. Can I do magic awareness again?
Yeah, sure. So the ghost pings of necromancy.
Yeah.
And then you get from the floor you're on. You get first the book itself pings that
Yep.
Tali is now suspending over the fireplace, and that pings with slight both enchantment and conjuration, because planar travel, as far as I remember, is conjuration.
Yep.
And then up on the near the windows, you find an enchantment, but it looks like it's in some form of container.
Mhm.
And then up on the second floor, you see another enchantment ping from one of the bookshelves.
I note those down for later, or note those the presence of those for later. What I'm looking for, I suppose, is a connection between the ghost and anything else. Like in terms of magical connection. I don't know if I'd be able to see that. That's entirely your call, but that's what I'm looking for.
Give me a perception check.
Ooh, okay. That is one success and 2 5s.
Okay,
Nice.
nice. Whoa, hey cat.
Hello.
It's very, very faint, but focusing in on the ghost and on the those are my dice. Go away. On the ghost in the book, you find what looks like a thin tether between them.
Cool.
It's almost like mist, the type of mist that rises over a field at dawn.
Yeah.
It's that faint.
Thank you. Cool. Awesome.
You also see another tether that leads out of the library.
Ooh. In what direction?
towards the main hall.
That is very interesting. Thank you. Well, I am not the one asking the questions, and I am sort of very much fight or flighty, so thank you.
Yep. Okay. Hjort.
Yes, Hjort is waiting to see if this ghost is going to
Yes.
give them any
Um,
information.
The long-fingered spectral hand reaches up to scratch what looks like a elongated, wispy chin. And you see the eyes trace up towards the ceiling as if in thought. And then you hear, almost imperceptibly, but it's kind of strange because there is a language you don't understand. That's the clearer one, and then Draconic on top of that. And Ravira, you would hear Sylvan on top of that. And then Tali, there's common in there as well. It's like all these languages layered on top of each other.
Dwarven?
Interesting.
Yeah, it's Dwarven as well. So all of you, it's like this ghost is speaking all the languages at the same time.
Fascinating.
And he'll say, I traveled all the plains, all the wonderful worlds of creation. I landed here in this backwaters world at the edge of nowhere and fell in love with it. Its creatures, its lack of magic.
Huh.
I brought money and bought a run-down castle. Then,
This castle.
yes, I hired a man to care for it. I could not sit still, even in this beautiful home. And I come back to it, and my home was in ruins, broken. The man I hired was lording over it. All my possessions were gone, taken, vanished, except that. And he points to the book.
Let's see. Who was this man? Sorry, that's not his voice. Who was this man?
I don't recognize him anymore. He's different now. Turns out he lives, yes. The fair folk are hard to kill. Despite my efforts.
Is he in the castle?
Yes. And he lifts another hand and points towards the library doors out into the main entryway.
Algot?
I do not know that name.
What name did you know him as?
He doesn't remember anymore, does he?
No.
Does the fact that he lacks so much memory suggest that it's like super long ago, and this guy that we met would be just super dead if that was him?
Damien, with your knowledge of necromancy, you can make me a history check.
Aha, okay, I shall.
No, wait, it would be a
that.
straight intelligence check. You're recalling
intelligence.
something.
No problem. It's 5 dice then. Yeah. Okay, 2 successes.
Nice. With your knowledge and your experience of necromantic practices, you know that in some cases the undead creature in question doesn't remember why it's feeling or who it's feeling hatred towards, just that it has something unresolved.
Mm-hmm. And
And
it doesn't matter how long ago that was.
no.
I see.
So there might be that this person that he is feeling hatred towards is long dead.
Yep. Or he's still alive, just hanging out in this castle.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, I relay
He
that
looks
information
different
to the
now.
group. Mm-hmm.
Fairfolk.
Yes.
What is that?
The ghost looks around and then points straight at Ravira.
Algot is not one of them. And I could be wrong, Donna, but I magic sensed in his presence.
Yep.
And I got
Yep.
nothing.
Yeah, no. As far as you know, Algot is human and has
Algot
no
is-
magic.
He's human. There's no magic about him. So it's not that.
It wasn't me.
Oh, I don't think it was. I'm Zerkan Boros, thank you very much for the follow, you bloody champion. Avast, matey, you wee scallywag.
No.
May I roll an insight check to see if what he's saying, if he thinks what he's saying is true?
Yeah, sure, absolutely. You also gathered that the reason why he pointed at Ravira is that the fair folk might mean elves.
Yeah.
I got 1 success.
Yeah. From what you can tell, it's kind of hard. It's hard to tell because of like skull and fungus. But with 1 success, you gathered that he believes what he is saying to be true.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how long you were gone when the castle got taken over by someone else?
Months at most.
Hmm.
Oh,
Why did you hire a fair folk?
That's kind of racist, don't you think, Dolph?
No, not in this world. Because it is humans who are in charge. So why not hire a human?
I did not know he was of the fair folk. When I hired him, I acquired the sight in my travels, and I saw him for what he really was when I returned.
That must have been very upsetting for you.
Well, we can send you back to where you came from. That is not in doubt.
their home's here now, isn't it?
I thought he wanted to leave.
Oh.
Yeah, he said wants to go home.
Oh, you want to go home to the other plane home, not this home that you built here?
No, I want to return to my home and see the wicked punished as well.
Oh, you are needing to find the wicked first. Can you lead us to them?
Please.
Punishing wicked is kind of my thing.
punishing naughty usually.
Yeah, you say potato, I say tomato.
Hmm.
Can I take my foot off this now? My foot's asleep.
That is your call.
Tide circulation is gone in this foot.
Can we be nice to each other now? And can someone please, if we're being nice to each other, can someone please put something on my back? Because it really hurts and I can't reach it.
I
Oh.
can't. I'm not a
Oh.
magical healer, darling, but I can give you a cuddle.
If
Might
you
help.
come into the hut, I can cast healing word.
I go for the cuddle first.
Okay. It's a big
Damien-
motherly hug, but with a little bit of like buck up, like with the little kids, just like it's all right. Big strong, yes.
Hmm.
Damien gets out
Uh,
a diaper and says, "What about this? This is very absorbent. Could be like a bandage."
And
Oh.
then I go to Hjort.
Everyone's a critic. And I put it away.
And Hjort will slowly cast healing word on you.
Yep.
I don't need to give you the healing number.
So,
Oh God.
Tali, if you try, like, you go
Yes.
to take your foot off the thing, you see a
Not
twitch.
before I say to him,
Yeah.
This, my friend, is something that you may not have experienced for some time. It is an act of trust. So I'm going to grab this book, and I'm going to take it off the shelf, and then I'm going to move away. But what I said before is true. I am very quick, and I'm very, very tired. So please don't test my kindness.
He gives a soft nod and just
Okay.
folds his hands in front of him.
Hi. Okay. And I will
Alright,
do
let's
that
do it.
and slap my knee like 1,200 times. Just
How are Tali's arms looking?
you mean since the acid
Burning.
thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Been a
she
year, but-
decided to cover them in tattoos. So
Oh,
they
sweet.
don't it's
Ah.
not grown back, but they're like flowery tattoos across the
Oh, that's awesome.
fur, the lack of fur.
I love that.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I can show you.
Way.
The world.
The wicked one. If you follow.
Let's do that.
Yes.
Hjort, you coming?
I suppose
I don't think the
safely.
hut is needed, but it was a
Yeah,
good
he
idea.
just built a hut. This is saddening.
It was a really solid idea, and I'm kind of glad we didn't need it. You know,
Yes.
like it's the same mentality as a gun. You know, better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it.
What's a gun?
Don't worry, it's a thing a lot of Americans like to ask for presents.
Mm.
American.
Dear
The
Santa, I'd like an automatic.
I want to do some hunting.
you see the ghostly presence turn towards the main
Present?
doors,
Oh, sorry.
and
Triggered him.
you briefly see more multicolored footsteps before the paint eventually fades from his feet, and the library door suddenly turns like a frosty white as the ghost passes through it.
Oh.
And I think that's an excellent place to take a break.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
We
Nice.
Fab.
Good work, everybody. We talked to the thing.
Right.
we sure did.
Yay.
Alright. Well, we will take a breaklet. Be back in 5 to 10. Stay here and stay groovy, you bloody champions. We'll be back very shortly. Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
everybody.
Avast and ahoy, mateys. We'll be back for a little bit more Candlekeep. Candle Vason. I like Candle Vason. Yeah, we are following a ghost through a castle in Sweden. Something like that. And he is taking us to a very naughty elf. And hopefully on a shelf. In the library,
If
that
not a
was
shelf,
entirely a
soon he'll be in a
possibility.
box.
That's true. Take it away. Ardanna.
Ave.
All right. So you watch the ghostly presence vanish through the wood of the doors to the library that have been closed the whole time you were here to keep the warmth in the room. You're following it?
Yeah.
Yes.
As quickly as possible.
So as soon as you step out of the library, you are met by this chill that, you know, for those of us who live in modern times, which is all of us, it's like stepping out of a shower on a cold day.
Speak for yourself. Australia is about 30 years behind everywhere else.
I mean, I've just assumed that you have hot showers.
Oh, we do have that, but our internet is still very much from the 90s.
We don't have
That's
cold
fair.
days though, so
That's fair. But no, it's like, yeah, rolling out of bed on a cold day. That kind of feeling. You go from a warm room to a room that is not heated, and the only reason why it's still warm is because it's protected from the wind.
No.
Used to put my school uniform under my pillow so that I could change in bed under the covers. And also the uniform would be warm when I woke up. Yeah. And folded if
Josh
you do
is
it well.
clever.
But you see, and as you step out, the light in the room is a lot dimmer than in the library as well. The lanterns hanging on the walls are maybe 2 meters apart, as opposed to the lit up library that is like filled with candlelight and the light from the fireplace and lanterns hanging from the walls. You see the ghost move a bit back and forth ahead of you, and it seems to make a beeline for an archway across the hall from where you came out. And you can see like this glowing outline of it, just faintly. It seems like the ghost is struggling to stay as corporeal as it can so that you can follow it.
Okay.
Oh, useful.
As-
We follow.
Yes.
As you follow it into, or through this other archway, you find yourselves in a short hallway. At one side, you see a small staircase that leads down. And looking down, it looks like there's a kitchen down there. And further on, it opens up to a larger sitting room. Might be considered a breakfast nook for a castle like this, but no more than like a table and 6 chairs. There are some candlesticks standing there, but the candles are not lit because this room is not in use at the moment. And the ghost fades through the wall to the outside.
Oh.
So you would have to double back.
Go back on the run. Or, you know, any wall is a door if you try hard enough.
Exactly. I mean, it's up to you guys.
No, I prefer...
Leighton
chimneys
in
are
my
really
head
my
is
other...
screaming at you to not break his castle.
Yeah, he probably won't appreciate it. Yeah.
Oh,
Go.
yeah!
So in the
No, we go out the door.
yeah. So in this breakfast nook, you also saw like rather large windows that lead to the outside, and you can see it's pitch black with these soft flakes passing outside and gathering on the windowsills outside.
Oh,
That's pretty.
lovely.
Can we just follow him out the window? What floor are we on?
You're currently on the first floor.
Oh,
Well, ground floor. You're on the ground floor.
Yeah, okay, so can we just go out the windows?
You probably can.
You could. I
the-
don't think Hjort can with his antlers.
Okay,
Yeah.
you guys double back and Ravira's gonna just go out that way.
I follow
with you,
Rivera.
Eva.
There are
I'll do the same.
Hjort
what are
will
it
go
called?
around.
Hooks that keep the windows in place, so you can just unhook them and open, and you're immediately blasted by cold air.
Yeah, that's good.
And snow comes whirling into the room, and whatever heat was in the castle is just sucked out.
Oh, it's not nice out here. Sorry. And as she goes out, she'll like
Yeah.
check whether anyone else is coming out the window because she is intending to like close it behind her because she wasn't raised.
Ah, my foot! No, that was my lever foot.
Oh no.
Absolutely was raised in a barn, so
Yeah, no,
Um,
I was raised at where was where I was like she wasn't raised in a, and then I was like, wait, she was raised in a forest. That's probably worse than a barn.
Oh dear.
Damien, are you taking Equity with you, or are you leaving her inside?
Okay. When we walk through the castle, do I see like any like tapestries or anything I can fashion into a scarf for Equity?
I mean, there are thick curtains hanging in the library, and
Lovely.
also in the hallway you pass through are thick curtains that are hanging to keep the cold out.
Lovely.
So you could probably
I'll
yank one down.
what are
I'll
you doing?
yoink one and I'll make a goblin burrito. I'm like, tick, 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 tick.
What are you
I'm
doing?
ready.
don't.
Making
I was saving this for
Tali
Christmas.
was just about to offer the bean. Again, she's like a mother of a child of a similar age. But
Yeah.
like she sees that Damien is like having fun with it, just like
yes, Dolf.
I was going to save it for Christmas, but and he pulls out from behind his back a beautifully wrapped red present in a box. Yeah,
it doesn't look very well.
It is no, not in the box.
I think he
is
What is
a footed sleeper, like footsie, very quite thick, warm footsie pajamas,
Aw,
That's adorable.
with
you
Santa
shouldn't
hats
have.
on it.
It's a little small for me, but I think I can like stretch it out, maybe.
He doesn't say shit because he goes, actually no, I kind of want to see that. I meant for Equity, but no, that's a better idea. Actually, good point. I'm going to follow Ravira. Don't
Yeah,
break
same.
their stuff. Gets you back on the naughty list, and we work very hard to get you off it.
Oh yes, so many bribes.
He's taking bribes
right.
now, that fiend.
Oh, he paid off elves.
So are all
the
of
big
you
man has
hopping
no
up?
idea.
I guess we're hopping out.
Uh,
I'll put Equity in the little cute onesie, and I'll make the curtain that I already took down as a scarf for myself.
Hjort will go around just because he's fairly sure he won't fit with his antlers, and he's not
Okay.
ready to knock them off yet.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, Hjort, you for the first time for you, push open the large front door, like on one side, because it's a huge double door. You step outside, and the wind bites into your face, and you get these snowflakes hitting your antlers. The mice are just scurrying to hide where there's warmth. And
dear.
it's not a the wind is calm, but it's biting. Like it's so cold.
And yes,
So-
he will apologize to his small mouth friends for the cold.
And
I only have one. Sorry.
Oh, no, that's fine.
And yeah, the rest of you follow almost immediately. Hjort, you're catching up after 30 seconds or so at a brisk pace.
Excellent.
And you see the ghost now fading a little bit, move over to a patch on the back side of the castle.
The castle has a backside.
Yes.
Oh,
I'm imagining
what a
thick.
raunchy castle.
Yeah. And
We are not well.
seems to be floating over to several snow, like mounds of snow that have gathered up against something. You can't really discern what it is in the snow and the darkness. Point of order: did any one of you take a lantern or any form of light?
Hjort's antlers are probably still glowing.
Uh,
If
Yeah,
not, he
but
can make that happen again.
I have
yeah,
dark
it will
vision.
take you about a minute to get your antlers glowing again.
Yeah, I have dark vision. That's why I
Me
didn't.
too.
Given that I am not a magical person, I think Tali probably would have thought to. I didn't say
Yeah.
so, but I think
Yeah.
like
Oh,
any
It's more
logical
of a-
thing that a person would do, I think is a fair cop for her to have done, because she can't exactly just go, oh, it's fine, I've got magic, which I don't.
Yeah, no.
Also, I checked. Goblins also have dark vision,
Yeah.
so I envision Equity
Yeah.
just like scrambling feral child in the cute pajamas with like shining yellow eyes in the snow.
How darling.
All right. All right. So with Hjort's horn glowing from the light cantrip, you see this odd reflection across the snow. You see it glittering slightly as the new flakes land, and a thin layer of ice is crusting on top of it. And you're looking around, you see the ghost move over to one of these piles of snow and stop, as if confused.
Is it a graveyard? Does it look like a graveyard?
It's kind of hard to tell. It's completely covered in snow, but with the
I grab
shapes-
Equity. I'll grab Equity and say, dig! And she's like, dig, 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 dig.
Yeah, eventually you do dig up what looks like a grave marker.
Ah,
Hey!
And
Good
where
job,
the ghost...
Equity. I'll throw her a little dog treat.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Where the ghost have stopped. I'm guessing that's where Equity was digging.
Yep.
It looks like two piles of snow that she had to dig out. She dug out where the grave marker is. The other one looks like the it's a little bit further away from it. And digging out like the second one, you see a bunch of what looks like tiny holes sticking out of it, as if something had been planted there then yanked out at some point.
like a vegetable patch.
Yeah.
Ravira, could you please take a look-see at this? This is dirt stuff. You love dirt stuff.
Okay.
You do love dirt
Can
stuff.
I do a nature check to see what was there?
I mean, if you want. Nature or survival, whichever you want.
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter either way. It's pretty good. Good boy. I'm good at the outdoors. Despite the RP.
Outsides.
1 success from 9 dice, because that is my lot in life.
Well, it's still... You still gathered it's probably some form of root vegetable with how it was pulled out of the ground. Not a huge patch, but it's kind of like 6 foot by 3 foot, 4 foot wide patch.
Right next to the gravestone.
So the gravestone where Equidu is digging, it's a graveyard of some kind. There are maybe like 5 or 6 of them in total, and then maybe 15 feet from that one is where this vegetable patch was at.
Is there? Do I know of any like vegetables that you'd want to grow near graves for some reason?
I see that Josh probably knows.
Listen, it's free fertilization, I guess.
Depends on whether or not humans are going to eat them. But yeah.
I would say that.
Like Roe clearly doesn't, but would Ravira maybe? No, whatever. Law you guys clearly
I'd
know
say
about that I don't know about.
See,
you don't-
now all I'm thinking of is that movie where they kill all the people and bury them in the backyard. Last Supper.
Yes. Well, you're not entirely sure of specific vegetables that you do want to plant in on top of dead people. Normally, that's considered probably a bad idea. Appropriate music being appropriate. Normally, yeah, it
Onions,
would probably be a
potatoes,
bad
herbs,
idea.
leaves, yeah, anything sort
Yeah.
of herby, leafy, yeah.
Yeah, herby leafy. Probably not for human consumption.
No.
Might be a somewhat bad idea, but you know, it works.
It is good fertilizer.
This seems
Yes.
like a bad place to have a bedsheet patch.
Well, if the person was, strikes me as a little disrespectful, possibly, or maybe respectful if they are of a different faith.
Is the ghost still looking confused?
Give me an insight check.
I can do that. Oh, I liked rolling with all these dice.
Rolls nothing.
I rolled
It is
1
satisfying.
6.
Nice.
Yay.
With 1 success, Ghost is looking confused and is starting to look angry.
Oh, sir, what's bothering? What? Is that the person that bothered you? The one that's buried there, maybe?
No, I am not certain.
Can I try and read the
I
headstone?
am. So, yeah, you can absolutely read the headstone. There is. It looks pretty recent.
It's not the guy Ansford buried, is it?
Not with the headstone. No.
Oh,
No,
okay.
no, no, no.
Yeah, no, because he wouldn't have done that.
Yeah, no. So the headstone, the date on it is about 5 years previously. So 1885 is the last date of it.
I have no idea what year it is, so that's probably not helpful
Yeah,
information.
doesn't
Yeah,
mean anything to us.
exactly. No, so yeah, for those who didn't know, it would be
I
5
don't
years
know
previously,
this
but
Dewey
no.
Decimal System, but I'm thinking it was 1895.
Yeah.
85,
No,
yeah.
it says 1885 is what it says on it, and let me double check something real quick because I need there is an actual name here. Nope. Who was the name of the person? I had it here and then I clicked away to check something.
Not Daniel Vic, Daniel Dick.
No.
He's an asshole. Oh. I
I'm
thought I
sad too.
saw
I
it,
thought
guys.
that was
I'm
a good
sorry.
one. Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
The name you find on the headstone says Jonas Redenheim.
Can you say it again?
It's Jonas Redenhelm.
Jonas.
Red-
My name is Jonas.
Jonas
Jonas
Redenhelm.
Redenhelm.
Yeah.
I don't know him from the naughty list.
Sounds like a
Would you
dwarf
even
name.
Have a naughty list for this realm.
Cool. Good point.
Is the sage even infected this world?
I know your feelings on him, so I'm not going to tell you.
Ravira, could you ask if this person is familiar with the name Jonas Redenhelm?
I mean, I could, but I think you can ask as well.
Oh, I forgot
he
we
can
talk.
understand all of us.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, right. He was fucking talking in all languages at once. I'm stupid. I just still assume that I can't talk to this guy.
I mean, it
this
might be
person-
better if I, but oh well.
Oh, what do you... pish posh.
I'm not talking to him.
A dear fellow, Jonas Redenhelm. Does that ring a bell?
I get instinctually ready to dodge,
Yeah,
as that name is said.
yeah.
Oh dear.
And maybe grab the kid and shield him with my body if I need to, because this thing is a
No,
little irrational.
no, Jonas. His
Well,
father created the society in this place, then left.
Like, his father made Sweden?
No. The Society for Investigating Väsen.
Oh,
He
like a
was
business.
one of the founders.
Like a corporation. I like it.
Well, why do you are being led here?
Not this one.
Oh.
That. And he points to the vegetables patch.
So
It
a
was-
cucumber killed him.
Onions, probably. They always make me
Yeah.
cry.
I do not understand.
Well,
Yes.
that makes two of
Dead
us.
Well, if
I
it's a vegetable, then let us investigate. Wink.
Could I
Let us-
argue for a nature to or a survival to see tracks
Yeah,
from the
sure.
vegetable?
Damien turns to Equity and says, my humor is wasted on these plebeians.
Oh no. I understood, I just didn't think it was funny.
Oh,
I
okay.
didn't understand, but I did think it was a little funny.
Oh, okay. I think that levels out. My
Nice.
self-esteem is where it was, perfectly in the center.
Sorry. With two successes, looking closer at the patch, it looks pretty recent. Compared to the gravestones and the ground around it, this patch was pulled out maybe a couple of weeks ago. It was right before the frost hit, so the holes have been preserved by the cold. And
Looking for a
your
rat.
knowledge of vegetables, it was probably planted within the past 6 months.
How long have this is a me question, not a Hjort question. How long has the other group been living in the castle at this point?
You moved in at the beginning of summer.
Also not long.
Mm.
And have any of us done any gardening?
Yes.
Other than what Dolph did. Not Dolph, what Ansfred did.
Not
Which isn't
that
really
I mean,
gardening.
you always make improvements to the castle in between mysteries, so it's
Sure.
possible.
Depends on
Bit of
how long
vegetable
Alfred's
patch.
been here, because remember he
Yeah.
mostly eats veggies.
That's true.
Lytton might be growing a medicinal herb garden somewhere, but I doubt it would be right there.
Nice, man.
And not like that. So maybe like that.
It's medicinal, man. You can't harass me.
You also,
will.
by looking closer, and with 2 successes, you realize that the ground is frozen to about 10-12 centimeters down. And it's going to be hard to dig through.
You
Actually,
said
we
anything
need a
about
little help.
digging.
Question.
You do have a shotgun? What the fuck was that?
Yes.
Would
It's a candy cane.
Oh,
well,
right.
my thought is, would we be able to prestidigitate the ground to thaw it?
I Eldritch Blast the
Uh,
ground.
Okay, yeah.
That also works.
How about that? Please roll me. Yeah, an attack roll
Okay.
with Eldritch Blast.
Hey, the only thing I'm better at than any of my skills. 2, 3. 3 successes. And yeah, 3 successes. To attack the ground.
I mean,
yeah.
it's ground.
Dolf, and no one knows where it came from because Dolf was wearing leather straps and short shorts out of respect. And he pulls it out from his back. Behind his back, he is holding a candy cane that is comfortably 3 feet long, and just cocks it. There is an audible and then he fires it at the ground, and an Eldritch Blast comes out the bottom.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, you hit the ground, and 3 successes being a critical success. The ground just blasts open. I will say that with 3 successes, you managed to aim it so that the frozen dirt doesn't just pummel Ravira.
I
Oh,
was
yeah.
gonna say, I might try and get out of the way.
But you managed to aim it so that most of the frozen dirt just gets flung towards the castle wall and not towards Ravira.
I get a couple
I
though,
would've done
and
that.
she's like,
Yeah.
he's like, oh, it really is not a very good day.
I thought you loved the
Um,
ground stuff.
Yeah, ground stuff.
I'm
and-
sorry, I misunderstood.
Yeah, you blast a good hole into the ground, maybe 2 feet deep, because you did roll a critical success.
That's very good.
But almost 3 feet deep hole. You
Cool.
get way past the frozen layer,
And
and it's dirt.
it's dirt.
Well,
Amazing.
if it's a grave, okay, I am a necromancer. I know about graves,
Yes.
right? If it's a grave, it would be deeper. So I take
Yeah.
equity. I put her face down with her little hands together, and I spin her, and she starts drilling into the dirt like.
Damien,
Yes.
Multi-tool.
What kind of chip would that
Uh,
fucking be?
no, I need you to make me a
Improvised weapon.
Constitution save.
Okay.
Me?
Child
Yes.
services. All right.
I have
In
two. I have two
1890s
dice.
Sweden, I don't think he's aware.
Though she's
yeah.
probably
Okay,
Damien's
one
probably lucky that
success.
Leighton isn't there, because he would take that baby.
All right. So as you're holding equity and directing her to do digging, this chill just runs through your entire body all at once. And it's like, I'm not sure if Damien has ever fallen into a frozen lake.
Not yet.
Nah, he hates nature.
but it's
time.
like, oh wait, Damien. What layer would that be?
Of the
So
hells?
imagine Damien having been going to the nine
In
hells.
Levistus? Fucking Levistus shit? The frozen thing?
Yes. So every time you've traveled there, this is the feeling you get.
Fucking Stygia, I guess.
Yeah, like the frozen layers of the nine hells.
Yeah.
But instead of coming from the outside, it's from inside out. And you feel like your whole body's seizing for a moment. And the cold hurts.
And that's not a success, my friends. What does that tell
Yes.
me? As I'm a like arcane dude.
I
Is
mean,
this place like
have you
cursed?
ever been... You would know this because Equity used the cantrip not
Yes,
too long
Ray of
ago
Frost.
to kill someone, and it feels very similar.
Oh, do I
Just
see any
surrounds you.
mage markings, any arcane markings, like anything like that?
Give me an investigation check.
Okay, I will say like I feel a touch of arcane cold, Stygia-esque.
Anyone who
strange-
wants
okay.
can make a perception check.
I can do that. I've got some amount of perception. I think it's a good amount.
And I,
It's-
Nope.
Daria, I
One
rolled
success.
2 successes on it, so you needed to beat a 2 to
I
get
got 3.
Yeah, well, on the magic effect.
Oh.
To be completely
I see, I see.
unaffected, you needed to beat a 2.
I see.
That is. No. 1, 2, 3 successes.
I rolled better
Okay.
than I
On
rolled
11 dice.
worse than Roe. I got 4 dice and I got 3-1. Take that,
I'm
Roe.
not.
You can have one
of
I
mine if
I'm
you'd
in
like.
also got a lot of.
One from Tali and one.
One. Yep.
Also, remember, you have a lot of banked successes if you want to use them.
Yeah, I
We
mean,
spent a
Got
few.
that many
everyone
dice.
else does.
Yeah,
Oh no, they're a pool. It's a general pool.
yeah, it's
I'm
a general
I'm just
pool.
gonna.
Am I allowed to
I'm
just
just gonna
take them
use
from
my
people?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
sweet.
up to you
Okay,
guys.
cool.
You decide. So all of you around, Hjort, you would notice first, but everyone else also noticed that the ghost has like spread his hands out, and then Damien says that there's some arcane effect happening. And
Did you just? Hey, ghost, Mr. Daniel, if that is your real name, did you just cast something at me? I do not appreciate it.
um,
Oh dear.
you see his hands move again, like from an outreached position. His hands moves together, and he fades out of sight.
Oh, not this.
So this
happy
guy's a
horse
dick?
Shit again.
I need everyone-
Is the ghost the one that we've been
Yes.
with the whole time fading?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So he's
He fucking
turned
fades
up.
cast
out.
something, and now he's like peacing out. What a bitch.
We were trying to find whoever you were looking for.
Unless it was a trap and he fucking wants to kill us. Equity, fighting position, and we get like.
Okay.
If I may, as long as it doesn't get in the way of Daria
Yeah.
playing her character, I think Tali would then scoop up the child. It's like, do not. It's a toddler. like, scoop her up. But you may do it.
scooped her out. She's still
Yeah.
doing the thing, but you're just like
Oh,
grabbing her
Oh.
away.
okay, well then fine, and then I'll do it with her.
Nice.
All right, and everyone, please. We are now in initiative.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
it's a D10, right?
Shit.
Yes, a D10.
Position.
A
Hey.
D10. Let me just cancel all these. And get a
Oh my
I got a
God.
7.
That's a 10, baby.
Nice.
Treating
look
your
at
child
you.
like a mech fighting position.
Yeah,
I rolled
Voltron,
a
assemble.
2. I rolled a 2.
Hey.
Okay. Dolph, you rolled a 9.
I rolled a 10
You rolled a 10. My bad.
Shining.
or a
heard it.
0, depending on how you counted on the dice.
Ravira.
I feel like I have something that means I have advantage on initiative now that I read earlier. I was like, oh, that's new. But no, I can't find it.
Oh, shiny.
It's a
can you come back to me?
D10. Yep, sure. Damien.
7.
All right. Tali.
7. I was trying to show with hands, but yes, 7.
Okay. So
Yeah, I
Tali and,
can't find it. I got 2.
Tali and Damien, you share initiative. Ravira has a 2, and Hjort.
Also a 2.
Okay. So Ravira and Hjort, you share initiative. Dolf, you're up first.
Dolph growls. And points. Did we brought the book with us, right?
I think Tali would have it.
Tali had it.
The
Dolph,
book.
Yeah, I'm agreeing.
Dolph
That's
points growls and says, "No, you come back here, and we will deal with this." And he points the shotgun at the book,
Okay. Roll me
sort of raising
intimidation.
Tali's hand up so that it's only aiming at the book, like Tali's
Oh,
holding the book up. Yeah.
I'm on the same page. I get the feeling I'm just like, okay, all right, maybe not the child.
No,
There we go.
boom. Doesn't fire, but he's essentially a readied action.
Okay. Give me an intimidation check.
Oh, I'm reasonably good at that.
You need to beat a 1.
Okay. I rolled 1 as well, but I'm happy to burn a banked one to beat it.
Okay. So the ghost the ghost's up next. So anything else? You have done your quick action and you're holding an action.
Yeah, I don't think I've got anything else.
Okay. The ghost will come back into view. And will just say, explain.
Explain
And
what?
point towards. No, he's pointing towards the hole. And basically, you can see confusion. Complete confusion.
Aha. Whose turn is it now?
That will be the ghost turn.
Are we still in
Damien,
initiative if it's not doing anything?
Well, if
you
we
can
just
see
do an
that-
attack, we might try to like de-escalate it, I guess.
Yeah.
So his confusion and anger, and he looks ready to do something if you don't explain what's happening.
Okay,
I'm
so
lost, so I have no idea.
we
Yep.
went with you to find the place where your evil rival person betrayer thing was. We found the garden things. We assume that it's built on the grave, which is why we're making the hole to find the coffin. And then you started doing some cold business that I did not appreciate. So it's kind of on you, dude, if you think about it. Listen, you're lucky that I'm not bringing my lawyers into this. We can solve this civilly. That's gonna be my turn. I'm not gonna do anything
right.
else.
Tali, you share initiative.
Shoot him.
It's a ghost. I am a fighter. There's not a whole bunch I can do here. Okay. Okay, so Ardanna, I guess could you just explain to me, because I'm a little confused by this thing's confusion. Does it seem like it's just having an old man moment, or am I missing something?
Tali is intelligent enough without needing
Very.
a roll. You
More than
gather
me.
that the ghost seems to be confused by why his target is in the ground.
Oh,
Even though he led us to this spot.
yeah.
The tether led here, but he doesn't know why it's in the ground.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Okay.
he's dead.
Okay.
And I'd say from what you've gathered so far over the time you've been here, destroying the body in the ground might help.
Right. Okay. So, I guess in that instance, she will simply go, ah, and she will turn on her drunk voice, which,
Okay.
because she's a cop, and she's going to speak clearly as she can, and she's going to go, all right, so we've got the situation here, don't we? So you seem a little confused. What do you want to know? We will answer whatever questions that you have, but you need to stop hurting my friends, or I'm going to do what I said I would do before. Do you remember I said that?
Roll intimidation or persuasion, your choice. You can
I'm not good at either of those. I have a minus, so
if you choose intimidation, you can use your strength for it.
no, I'm not trying to intimidate. I think
Okay.
I'll just kind of leave it as an open sort of thing.
Okay.
I'm not trying to intimidate, but I have a minus, so I can't roll. I'm just.
Roll 2
I'm
and
just
take the
trying-
lowest.
Okay.
You can also use the banked
You can use
successes
some
if
of
we're
the
I
having
think I'll
success.
just do that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I failed. So yeah, 1. I'll go
Yeah.
with 1.
Okay,
And
so
yeah.
you see his face. His instead of that scrunched look of holding something, his hands start to relax a little bit. Still like anger and confusion just blazing from him, but he looks like he's relaxing a tiny bit.
I'll tell you what. I will answer whatever questions that you have, and so will my friends. And we will help you in whatever way you want it to be done. But if you don't remember, and you might not, we're doing what you asked us to do. I'm not sure if you remember that, but we were in a castle. Does this ring a bell?
He's going to give a slow nod.
Uh-huh. Now, what would you like us to do? We are here. We are here to help you, so we can help each other. We can't do that if we're attacking each other, can we?
Okay.
The mom Leah is here.
Yes. Ravira and Hjort, you're up next. What would you like to do?
Ravira, why don't you go? I'm trying to figure out what Hjort would do. His noggin is, yes.
And maybe, I mean, this is where it's pointing you, so maybe we should look, right? But she's got like a little bit of PTSD as well. Her back's still really
Yeah.
sore.
Yeah.
So as well as saying something that's like going with, she like, a polar bear appears. It doesn't
Alright.
do anything, but it
Okay.
just like it's just
No,
her,
no.
it's her support polar bear.
You're just ready to go.
Yes,
Yeah.
your emotional
Alright.
support polar bear, yeah.
Yes. Okay, Hjort.
Hjort is. I think he's got an intelligence of 8. I think he's smart enough to realize that the object of this ghost's ire is departed. He's just much like you. I believe your quarry is dead and buried, friend. He's not going to attack. It doesn't seem like an appropriate time to attack, and he's just perhaps now would be a good time to let it all go.
If you want, you can roll a persuasion check.
Persuasion with
Yeah.
15 dice. Okay.
Yes, because that's not ridiculous.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, and a roll. Sorry, counting numbers. 1, 2, 2 successes. Wahaha.
All right. The ghost still looks tense. Again, starting to relax a little bit, but you can almost feel the hatred and confusion radiating off as like a cold wind all around it. But the claw-like grip on the air that he had has starting to just fade a bit, a bit further. Dolph, we're back at the top again.
I'm going to, if he's chill, or if it looks like he's chill, and that was a word I chose. Dolph will aim another Eldritch Blast into the ground to try and recover, trying to get to the body as quickly as possible, so he can sort of confirm the deceased nature of the problem. So, you want another attack roll?
Yep, another attack roll.
Hell yeah. It's quite good. That's 2 more successes, but I do have to roll 1 more dice. Yeah, no, 2 successes.
All right. As your Eldritch Blast hits the ground, this time it's loose dirt. It's not frozen anymore, and just scatters out of the hole, flying everywhere. Inside, you see you've got him maybe foot and a half further in, and you hit something hard. You hear a instead of just dirt, the sound of dirt scattering, you hear a thunk, as if not wood, but something more like something solid.
Solid.
And
Not wood. More solid than wood.
no,
Stone?
more solid than dirt.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. In response to the blast, you see the hands tense up and then relax, as if prepared to do something, and then just no.
We want to help you. See, we are finding this wrongdoer, that we can punish him. Death is no escape from this. And I pass my turn.
Yep.
The candy cane is now pointed back at the book, but more casually.
Yep. You see the dark blue eyes trace from the candy cane to the book and then back again, and then he's gonna move closer to look down into the hole.
Is that what you sense?
Yes.
Go and
You
have a
see,
look.
you notice the confusion start fading and then the hatred flare up. And while you don't take any damage from it, the whole area just turns icy cold. Like it goes from, this is uncomfortable and we should probably go inside, to, this will actively kill us if we stay too long.
Right.
I'm gonna snuggle into my polar bear.
Yep. And he's gonna just stand there. He moves over and just pointing down towards whatever it is at the bottom. And you see what looks like fabric wrapped. It's not that visible. It's just a little bit peeking out of the ground, but it looks like wrapped fabric, like burlap that is cold enough to have almost frozen a little bit.
Shooting out of his hand.
It's not like he's just pointing down towards it. There's elongated finger just pointing down into the hole.
Right.
Damien and Tali.
I'm not entirely sure what else Tali would do. She's waiting for him to give instructions and letting him sort of lead the charge. And, you know, like we've made
Yep.
it clear, but like I don't know what else Tali would do in that situation. She's waiting for his cue, or to keep him distracted if other things are happening. Like, you know, like, okay, if you're looking at me, then maybe these guys can keep working. So I think that's what she'll do
Alright.
if he's not responding.
I have a thought. On what
no,
I can
one of
do. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is, I will, because this ghost wants to fuck up the villain, but the villain is presumably already dead. What I'm gonna give him is an opportunity to do so. So I'm gonna cast Summon Undead on the coffin. And I want it
Nice.
to rise. Ooh.
All right, so you can use your turn to start doing that. It'll take the whole action. I'm doing a little loose with like how much time each thing does,
Right.
or how much it takes, but you can cast it on this thing because there is actually a spell here that says raise undead or raise dead.
Nice.
So you
So
you use your...
I'll start with just like giving little signs of life to it, right? Like we hear scratches from the inside of the coffin, like that thing is trying to move.
Yeah, it's not a coffin. It looks like it's wrapped in burlap, like a burlap sack.
Right.
Even
Oh,
better.
okay, right,
Even
right.
better. She's like
Yeah.
twitches like.
Yeah. All right. Ravira, you're a polar bear.
No, has a polar bear. She's not. She's a person.
Yeah, I'm not a polar bear. I have a polar bear.
Ah, you have a polar bear. Okay. So you and Hjort share initiative. So what would you like to do? So you have a polar bear, and yeah, what would you like to do with it?
What is the body is like moving? Is it?
Well, now it is. Damien animated it,
Or is doing so.
but it's still caught in the dirt for the most part.
I think we want that. Would you, please? Like the polar bear. It's just gonna like goes to like pull it up.
Okay. Give me a strength check with the polar bear.
Polar bear stats. Strength +5.
Oh, let's get it.
Only reason why I ask is because only reason why I ask for a check is because the hole is not that big, but a polar bear is very big, so it's gonna have to reach down into it and.
It's a banked thing or two.
You have. If I remember right, you have 2 banked left now.
Can I use one of them, please? Because my 1, 2, 3s, and 4s don't cut it.
It's you guys decide.
Yeah,
I
have
don't
no
mind.
issue with this.
Yeah, sure.
I don't want to
Yep.
dig.
All right. So your polar
just gonna
bear
mage hand.
reaches. Polar bear awkwardly reaches into the hole that is now about 4 feet, 4.5 feet deep, and just you see polar bear butt, and then polar bear into it, and you hear rustling sounds, and then polar bear comes back up with this humanoid-shaped thing that is currently moving inside a burlap sack.
I respond as if it's like a dog that just got the stick. Just such a good dog. Drop it. Drop it.
No.
The polar bear's like doesn't want to drop it.
Okay. Hjort, what are you doing?
Hjort is going to just check on our ghosty friend and make sure he's doing okay. Just, is this what you want? Are you sure?
The icy cold around the ghost is still there, and you see this look of extreme intent at the bag, and you notice as you look over this misty kind of bluish green from the ghost to the burlap sack and then down towards the book. And there is, you can almost taste the intent to destroy in the air.
I will take that as a yes.
All right, we're back at the top again with... Oh, did you want to do anything aside from that, Hjort?
He's going to bardically inspire the baby.
Okay. So baby has one
That's a
extra die.
sentence.
Nice.
Yep, that's a...
That is a thing that you did.
Yep. He's done it
All right.
before.
We know.
Yep. Okay.
that
Dolph.
baby.
Dolph would like to... Dolph has cold resistance and a constitution of +8. Con save
Yep.
of +8. So I reckon Dolph is probably the only one who is not overly bothered by this extreme cold. Like, he's like, this is getting even on my tits, and that's saying something. So, he's noticing that the others are, like, not handling this well. And uses his Fey presence ability to charm the ghost.
All right.
Only really to get him to, like, dial it back a bit. Once per short rest, as an action, a creature within a 10-foot cube makes a wisdom save or becomes charmed. DC 18. Or frightened, but I'm choosing charmed.
Okay. Roll me a charisma check.
Charisma check. Cool. Yeah, as he says, we are friends here, remember. Dial it back a little bit. Remember, your focus of your ire is there, not us around you. Oof. I'm going to use the last bank success. I have 5 charisma, but I got I got 2 5s and 2 1s.
Oh, that sucks.
And a 4. So yeah.
All right. As you say that, it looks like the cold around you starts fading slightly.
Thank you.
And then drop off to the regular chill of the winter air. Anything else you want to do on your turn? You have...
No, this looks like it's working.
Yep.
And... yeah, if anything, I mean, it's out of the hole now?
Yep.
Yeah,
It's
I might mage hand the burlap off.
Yep. Okay. Ravira, did the polar bear drop it?
No.
All right then. I don't really want to hurt the polar bear, but I guess it's gonna drop it.
He will drop it the second that something like
Yep.
he's like a good dog. So like if you provide him with a carrot or a stick, he will drop it.
Well, the ghost seems to relax a bit more. The chill vanishes out of the air, and then he holds his hands out like an orb in front of him, and you see after a short time smoke start rising from the clothing of this now moving corpse, and then blue flames starts flicking out around it. And the polar bear wouldn't really be all that bothered for a long time because it's cold flames.
The polar bear.
Yeah. But after a while, it gets too cold even for the polar bear, and you see the whole corpse get consumed by these blue flames. Had it been regular fire, I would say burning hotter and hotter, but it's almost like it's freezing it into ash.
Ah, freeze-dried corpse. Lovely.
Yes. And because
At least there wouldn't really be a smell.
he keeps holding it like that. And then the ghost turns to the rest of you and just fades again into that mirage looking like shimmering. And everyone please give me a perception check.
Oh shit.
That's 11, I think, for me.
I have my 1 die of perception.
Oh,
I did not roll a 6.
Okay.
I
Neither.
rolled 3, so I'll give you 1 if you want.
Yippee! Thank you.
All right. Dolph?
oh, I got nothing.
Okay.
No dice and bupkis.
The ones of you who succeeded, you notice that this shimmering in the air slowly fade and then move towards Tali and vanish into the book.
Oh,
Great.
And
I'm glad we could help him.
as you
does the cold
look,
abate?
most of the cold seem to have abated, but you are standing outside in winter in
Sweden.
in Sweden.
Yeah.
So it's still cold, but it's not like I'm gonna freeze to death in about 10 minutes cold.
Mm-hmm.
And looking around you, the night is relatively calm, seeming to have settled. In the distance, you hear the clacking of a window in the wind.
Oh,
Ah, shit, we didn't close that well.
I did say I was going to close it, but I did it crappily, I guess.
And Tali, in your hands, the book is starting to feel comfortably warm. As if something is calling. Almost like a warm bath on a cold day.
Okay.
don't know about you, friends, but I think we should probably go back inside.
Yep.
I mean, I was planning to anyway, but let's just try and head in the right direction.
Do we
of the-
care about fixing this? Pointing
Oh.
on the fucked up ground. Do we care?
I think we should explain to a lovely fairy friend inside what happened, and I need to leave a list of books that they need to keep an eye on that are definitely magical in that library of theirs, because there's more than one.
Oh.
I'm going to check on my polar bear. Has he got a sore
Looks
mouth?
a little bit sore. That didn't take any damage, but it's like if you eat too many ice cubes, it's kind of like eh.
Yeah.
Oh. I like
Yeah.
make a little paste or something and put it on his tongue. Make him feel better.
Oh, cute. Damien will high five Equity and says, "Well, job well done once again. I think we gotta get a promotion." And he's like, gonna start walking towards the castle.
Is that the Damien equivalent of pocket money?
Yep.
For like an allowance? Yeah.
Yep.
Oop, you get a promotion. Here's
Monetary
your $5.
Exactly.
I was thinking Damien
End of
wouldn't
year
give money
bonus.
with it. It's just like,
Oh,
you
no.
got promoted. Good job, kid.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it. There's no money.
Pizza
or if I give
party.
I said
$5,
equivalent,
the
not-
taxes
All right.
are on $5 as well. So I take that
Yeah.
back and say thank you.
Oh dear.
Wow.
Charge all of their wages in taxes.
Yeah, it's a company store situation. Cool.
I have several concerns.
All right.
Just about equity?
Yes.
I followed the book to where it's going. To where
Okay.
it wants to go.
As you walk around the castle to the main doors, the book is warm in your hands, and stepping through the doorway, you find yourself floating. Not in anywhere uncomfortable, but just this realm of midnight blue with stars all around you. It's not too unfamiliar. It's to pass through realms like this when you were bamfed through the Candlekeep. And each of you who also step through after Tali will see the same thing. There's something solid to stand on and to walk on, but it's almost like this bamfing has been slowed down so you can enjoy the view instead of just flashing through it.
Nice.
Oh.
And I believe that's where we're gonna wrap today.
A 9-9.
Nice.
And I quickly pull out a piece of paper and
Yeah.
scribble this book, this book, this book, and then throw it out of the area.
Yep. Okay.
So that they can
Nice.
develop their library a little bit.
Yep.
I will.
Like,
I will give
thoroughly-
everyone a quick fist bump and then kiss Equity on the head before I head back home.
Yay.
Yep.
Yay.
Rivera was riding the polar bear through the
Okay.
like just like going through this and it's like Rivera's just like happily like
I really want Ravira and Dolph to go back to where they were before. And so Ravira is now on a polar bear, and like no time has passed. So it's like,
Yeah.
where did the polar bear come from?
Damien's like,
Amazing.
Damien is like, hey, before everyone goes, does anyone know where there's like a femur store? My nanny's missing one.
What's that? I can't hear you through the portal. Bye.
All right.
That was great.
Beautiful.
I would like it noted that I've been keeping like the dice that I've been rolling, like I've been keeping them what I roll. So the last 2, 4, 6, 8 rolls, I rolled a total of 6 2s and 2 1s in
Nice.
the last 8 rolls.
So
Damn.
that's all the
no,
dice
no.
that you just rolled were 1s and 2s. That's impressive. I should play Yahtzee
Yeah.
with you sometimes.
But it never works. It never works in the game you want it to.
When you
like
want
when
it
I
to
go
work,
back
yeah.
to playing Call of Cthulhu with Jack, I'll be rolling 100 all the time.
Yes,
Well,
sir.
that was wonderful and fun, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. I think we need to do a little bit of favorite moments. Aiming for a little bit of a speedy times for those of us who are of the Eastern States persuasion. But let us, can we get a D6 in chat? D6. Don't roll at Roe because we'll get a 1 and that'll be me. Actually, no, I fucking dare you. Do it. Roll a D6. I want this.
I'm concerned.
What are you
Okay,
concerned
and-
about?
About rolling a 1. How'd you do, Ro?
Is that how you roll it? Okay,
No,
I
exclamation
can't.
mark,
I
roll
kind
space
of.
the number 6.
Like this.
Like that.
Yes, I
That's a
Oh,
1.
I
Exactly.
did a 1.
Yeah. Yeah.
I did it.
Fucking bullshit.
It happened.
It did.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, that's a me. Flatter me then. Fucking stupid duck.
Okay, this is a small moment where it was so
Candy cane.
smart when Dolph was putting things away to clear space, that it was like, oh, he's very good at stacking boxes in a very effective
Yes.
manner. I'm like, yeah, no shit, he's helping Santa.
Yeah.
It was just so perfect. It was very good.
Yeah.
Small but smart.
Yeah,
Just the
I
candy cane cock.
Yes.
Oh God, skilled me. I've always loved Dolph. He is probably one of my favorite Candlekeep characters. And I'm going to say I just love that very end bit, just quickly scribbling down the books before shifting away. I've got another one, but I'll wait to see if it's said.
I liked the oh well, we're gonna go and get the like always, Dolph, Josh, you always have good references to your theming. But I enjoyed the like naughty list and like, oh yes, we're gonna deal with someone naughty. Like I'm used to doing that. Yeah.
Punishing the wicked is kind of my whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the climbing a tree to get the carriage
baby
back.
carriage back.
Yes.
I imagine this because I always imagine Dolph to be really tall.
Yeah.
So I also imagine him just being able to reach and go whoop.
No, he loves climbing trees.
Yeah.
It's a childlike activity, and he is a giant child.
Fair.
I think my favorite moment was channeling that protectiveness. No, actually, you know what? It was producing the present. Always love producing bullshit. Just sort of his thing. It's I equate it to the same deal. It's part of his pact with Santa. Is like, oh, presents. And the baby girl was cute.
Yes.
Yes.
Cool. Alrighty. I'm gonna roll. I rolled 6. That's
Yes.
Jack.
Ooh.
Where was that a minute ago?
I like I like the detail that Tali has now tattoos where her her fur
Fuck yeah.
is not there. It's like
Oh.
very, very nice like way to show progression of time and also how Tali sees
Yes.
it. It's very good.
I love the fact that Tali's instinct when the ghost was doing its things was to take the child and just
Mhm.
behind that.
Yeah.
And the child is just like, I'm a fight.
And then mirroring the child. It was like, oh, I'm doing that, but if the
Yes.
child is that, then so am I. Vandivision, thank you very much for the follow, you bloody champion. Avast, matey, you wee scallywag. I'm going to say the foot going to sleep because you've been holding it there for 25 minutes.
Yep.
And then
Yes.
like you playing that out and going like, oh, like pins and needles. Yeah, that was funny as heck.
Yeah.
That was very fun. I'm going to say I really liked your interactions with Equity. Just it's clear that your character is a very motherly figure, and just absolutely loves that baby goblin, and I like that.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I enjoyed the reminding Damien that you are the police.
Yes.
It feels like something
Good.
Damien should have in mind at most.
Thought about
Yeah.
maybe.
You know,
Well, listen,
Uh,
there's a lot of things that Damien should have in mind and does not. So this is one of those
Yeah.
things.
I think for me, I enjoyed trying to find new ways of trying to get through to this ghost. The ghost definitely like don't get it twisted. I'm probably like coloring it with my own thing, but I'm fascinated by Alzheimer's and the diseases of the brain and what it can do and things like that. And it really reminded me of that, of like
Yeah.
this unfortunate being that just lost chunks. And given that Tali is an empathetic character to some degree, she's like, oh, okay, you genuinely don't remember. Okay, right. I'm not going to let you hurt my friends, but I'm going to give you the
help.
benefit of the doubt here and assume that you genuinely don't remember shit that happened 5 minutes ago. So I'm going to remind you. I'm going to try and talk you down before I clock you somehow. So yeah, that was fun. And yeah, it's not. It's hard when playing a cop kind of character without being like overly bearing. The other minor thing is that I enjoyed that I worked with Daria because obviously the character Equity is your child, So I liked that.
Yeah.
I was kind of like, as long as Daria's cool with this, blah blah blah. And then you described it, I'm like, oh right, we'll fighting pose together. So that was nice because I don't want to step on anyone's toes, but instead we made it a fun moment together. So that was great.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Excellent.
All right.
Alrighty.
Hell yeah.
Let's say 4. That is a Ravira.
Oh,
Favorite romance.
Rivera, what a
Cuddle.
cutie every time. I
Yeah.
loved the interaction with Rivera and Damien when it was like, "Oh, you're teaching her nice things. How swell!" And he's like, "Oh, you have to manipulate people." He's like, "Never mind. I don't know."
You're hurting my
That
soul.
was
They're
adorable.
like two absolute opposites in terms of character, so it's very fun every time.
I'm going to piggyback on that one and say and then waffling about trees for like 5 minutes.
Yep.
Yes. I
My
love
safe
every
space.
moment. Yeah. I love every moment that Rivera gave that let me just broadcast how different this place is to what you're used to. Like,
Yeah.
Yes.
slight differences in trees, slight differences in fairies, slight differences in. Yeah. So I really enjoyed that bit.
I think my favorite Rivera was when she was like hurt, and then she's like, "I'm gonna get a cuddle first."
Oh, that was adorable.
I'm bleeding,
Remember
but
that,
the
yeah.
cuddle is more important. Yeah.
Piggybacking from that, when Rivera was also given the option of something, I can't remember exactly what it was. Yeah, the diaper. And she's just, no, I'm going to go to Hjort now for healing.
No, I'm gonna, the way you said it was hilarious.
Oh.
I'm going to Hjort. No.
Yes, it was so good.
When in fact, it wasn't a bad suggestion in terms of a bandage. I'm like, yeah, that'd work real good.
I think I liked my PTSD polar bear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just have it
Oh.
right now.
So, Daria, merch idea. Emotional support polar
Polar
bear.
bear.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cute.
Yeah, cool. I think we need a D3, please, and I've rolled the last 2, so somebody else should do it. Maybe someone in chat, maybe Vandivision, if you wouldn't mind. Exclamation mark, roll, space,
Ooh.
the number 3. Or anybody else, I'm not fussy.
But have you considered you could be
There it
fussy?
is. There's a
hell
1.
yeah.
That's Daria.
Oh, it's me. Oh no.
Oh no. I loved Damien going, Ravira, you love dirt stuff. You like mucking around in the dirt. It's such a Damien way of putting it. Like, and then Dolph getting to go quietly behind him was like, you do actually love, in fairness, you
Yeah.
do love dirt stuff.
It's not. It doesn't sound
It's-
good, but
it's
it is
not
the
nice,
truth.
but it's completely true.
I love the fact that one of the first things Damien thought to think of in a completely different part of the material plane is what are the labor laws here?
Oh yes.
Listen, I gotta use my opportunities, you know.
And
That's
you know,
great.
historically Sweden, 1890s, they were shit.
Mhm.
Just saying.
Perfect for Damien.
Yeah. You couldn't outright kill an employee, but if they died on the job,
Well, thank goodness that we're not letting him stay.
Yeah.
Why not?
We left
That's true. He'll be back.
with the book, knowing how to get back, though, irritatingly.
He'll be back.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed the very beginning, the idea to get the baby out of the tree with the femur.
Yes.
Yes.
Like, I just loved how random it was. It was great. I really wish it had worked. But it was kind of
Sure.
fun that it
Yeah,
didn't work as well.
Yeah, oh, it's so much better. It
It
didn't
makes
work.
sense.
yeah. I need to write that down because that is now canon. There's
Insurance
a
only
random
has one
femur.
foot.
Femur.
Oh.
Yeah.
What is
Oh, the
insurance
other-
a skeleton of?
Human. Just a human.
Okay,
Just
yeah,
a little
that's a shame.
humanoid. Chilling.
But there's now a random human femur
Yeah.
on the grounds of the castle.
gonna make,
near
uh,
the-
Yeah.
You're gonna make Leighton
Yeah.
just lose his little doctor mind.
Or
Where did it come
Ansford.
from?
Ansford can ask.
I think my favorite Damien is just whenever he triggered anybody with his ideas of like either taking over the world or what he does with his child. I mean, it's one of those things I think everyone consistently went, look, the child is clearly happy, not malnourished. There's some questions that I have, but we are never together for more than a couple of hours at a time.
Yep.
Yeah.
But she's not dead, so that's a good sign. But
And ultimately,
everyone,
it is a
every time,
goblet.
it's not just Roe, it's everyone. Like the face just goes,
Yep.
just that.
Yep.
Yeah,
Eyebrows
that was
creeping up into the
fun.
heavens. Yeah.
That is also my favorite thing, to just make Equity into like a Looney Tunes character. You know, she can
Yeah.
drill, she can dig.
Yeah.
Child,
She-
go!
Yes.
It's a Pokemon. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going
Like
to
the
say
fact that
utility,
Equity's
utility toddler.
alive. Yeah, the fact that Equity's alive and cared for is already huge for Damien. So I don't think anyone's expecting him to be a good parent during this.
No, but
Strangely
they're
enough,
not
though,
dead.
Damien kind of is.
Is.
hold out
Yeah,
hope.
in a
Like,
very
when we're
fucked up
going-
way.
Yeah, like in
Yeah.
a fucked up kind of way. But yeah, like
I'm
when
very
we're going
much-
I'll tell
outside,
you
it's
what,
like, we
that
need
kid's
more.
self-confidence is going to be
And
nothing will shatter that kid's confidence. Just like it's like, oh, I'm trying to make you feel bad, man. You don't know what I've seen before I could even talk. You don't know me.
my
I'm
dad
just
turned me
looking
into a
forward to-
T-Rex to fight a house.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, and
then I
that's right.
froze
I
And
totally
we
forgot
won.
that was a thing.
Like I'm just waiting for the point where Equity learns Fury of the Small.
Yeah.
Yes. To be
Oh,
fair,
no.
like any like future Candlekeep's Equity can just be her own character and
Yeah.
just do whatever because she's a fucking adventurer now. Like she knows things.
I mean, given
Yep.
that the childhood this goblin was going to have, because it's a goblin, this is actually probably around about, if not better, than
Yeah,
the standard
yeah,
life
it's
of the childhood of a goblin.
At least she's safe-ish.
Yeah, sure, let's go with
She's
that.
protected by a lot
Yeah.
of
She has
adults
a lot
around
of
her.
aunts and uncles that care a lot about her, yeah.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
any of us could have invented this child. It is Damien who did.
Yes.
I mean, it's noteworthy that Jack also invented 7 other children and doesn't bring them on adventures.
Look, it's not a competition. It was.
Just leaves them in the roots with Auntie
At home.
with Uncle Gallo, and Auntie Fig.
I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
there's also an elderly astral elf rogue just around somewhere
Yeah.
that hasn't been seen since the first round of Candlekeep Mysteries.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
That has have roll space 2.
My headcanon
yeah.
is that the grandpa astral elf is just lost somewhere in the dungeons under Candlekeep and can't get out.
Yeah.
So that's what I think happened.
Which I think are full of an astral plane dwelling ghost dragon. I feel like.
He's probably being down there having tea with the dragon.
Yeah.
So,
I feel like we went down there at some point in one season. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Didn't we go down there?
We definitely did. I remember it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it was the time when Hjort and Dolph's antlers don't fit down the corridor, and that's why Dolph
Oh,
has
no, that
front
was
to back
that was
antlers
the
now.
basement under in on the Court of Air, so we
Ah,
haven't
that
been
was different.
in the library yet.
I rolled a 2. That's Ardanna.
Yay.
Me. I mean, oh.
Yeah.
Top shelf.
Oh, go on.
Oh, thank you. You go.
Yeah. My favorite moment is definitely the beginning part where we see the scene opens up and we see Hjort and Tali like clearly tense. The situation is like already in media res, and with like trying to piece things together. That was really fun, and it was nice that you allow us to kind of like figure things out as we go. And it felt like an actual investigation. We're trying to piece things together. It was very fun.
I enjoyed the ghosts. Like, I felt like it was very real, the way that it like it got so angry occasionally. So like when it first showed up, it was just so angry, and then I liked that you went with the reason, which was fun because we got to play the like kind of non-violent path, but like the keeping of the cold and stuff, and then like something else annoys it, and it like I enjoyed those kind of as like the heightening that this creature was having, obviously in a hyper stressful situation. I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hats off to the blending of the worlds and the crossing over of the campaigns and being open to this nonsense being canon. In what is like we fuck about, but it's us fucking about, not characters fucking about. Like it is a quite a serious, funny but serious campaign. And yeah, I think you did it artfully and gracefully, making a very silly yet at the same time sensible and serious adventure, with interesting, meaningful development for another plotline.
Yeah. Thank you. Oh yeah, the only reason why Algot is not calling the cops on you is because he has to sign.
Clearly Vason. Yeah.
Yeah. These are Vason. They will leave eventually. I will be
Hope
over
so.
here.
Yeah. I think I'm sort of repeating myself, but I just really like the ghost characterization. I thought that was very interesting. Like this ghost that couldn't quite remember where he was or what he wanted, and all of that. It's it's one thing to be dead. That's bad enough. It's bad. It's like it's an interesting extra thing to have like bits of your identity die along with you. That's an extra bit of melancholy that I thought was neat.
Yes, I did love that. I'm going to say I always just really love the way you characterize Linnea. And specifically the way your mannerisms always change the characters.
Yeah,
but
sure.
her specifically, because I've interacted with her a bit now, I really get a sense of her personality through the way you do that, and I love it. So yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. I have a lot of fun with the like both characterizations, but also descriptions of Scandinavian Vason, because they are so different from like the European continent creatures.
Yes.
And like while in this case fairies are described as mischievous but bright characters in a lot of instances, fairies in Scandinavia look like plants, so they don't glow that way. The only reason why her wings were glowing because she made them glow to give you light. But I had a fun time with that.
Yes.
And I always enjoy when I can weave in timelines, like make parallel timelines and weave in different stories that connect with each other. So this was fun. It's gonna be fun to see how the others, the other characters react to the fact that 1, there's a hole in the ground, 2, there's a window open, and
3, there's a femur somewhere.
I mean,
there's a femur somewhere on the ground.
Like the window can be closed. They're not going to be back from fighting a lindworm this evening. That list of magic books is going to be something Annika's going to be interested in. If they find
the list
it.
of magic books, the stacked furniture in the library, the hole in the ground in the backyard, where there used to be a corpse.
Did I do that?
Yeah.
Cool. And I think that leaves us with Hjort. Let's talk about Terris.
Yes.
Um,
Oh, the sad moment of creating this beautiful tiny hut in this
Yeah.
world with so little magic, and then we
Yes.
have to fucking leave. I'm like, oh no, Hjort, it was beautiful.
I loved his mouse sympathy. Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah. I felt so bad for those mice. But it's like you're
He loves
walking
his
outside
mice so
with them
much.
in the cold.
He loves his mice. They're his.
Hjort. Like descriptions and such. I really loved it, both from yesterday and today. But the whole, mostly because this is just my headcanon, but anytime Hjort goes, I give you inspiration. For me, I always see it like this big mitt just going there.
Very much.
Oh yeah, and Inspire the Baby is always a classic. It's always
Yes.
very
Yeah.
good.
Yes.
Yeah. I enjoyed lots of things Hjort did, but I liked that when we got to the window, everyone else we were like, we're going that way, we think, and Hjort was just like, I'll go around. It was just like a very
Yeah.
like Eeyore
Yeah.
kind of moment.
Yes,
I
I
liked
could
it.
change. I could
Yeah.
turn my head to fit it through sideways, but no.
He's used to not fitting places.
I think there was just an undercurrent of care for equity that I sort of noticed. Like it was just kind of like checking in. Everyone loved that kid, but like in particular,
Yes.
Hjort was like it felt like he was always nearby as this kind of comforting presence. So that was nice.
He likes things smaller than him. I'm going to say bringing up the sage again.
Mhm.
Just-
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that little
He's even
interaction
in
was
this
really
realm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His sworn enemy.
Yeah, he is.
Given that I know your feelings on him, I'm not going to tell you.
Yes, and that was my other favorite moment for you too, Josh.
Partially
Just
because I'm
these
not
two
sure myself.
characters.
Yeah.
Yeah, these two characters are clearly friends, but they're on opposite ends of a war.
Yeah.
I need to check something real quick.
My
Oh.
cat just fell off the bed.
Well, we need to find somebody to raid and then go away from here, guys, because we've been streaming for a gosh darn while, and I imagine some of my players are pretty fucking tired. I know I am. So, guys, it's been an absolute pleasure being here with you this evening. If you want to check out some amazing pre-Christmas prezzies, check out woodenforge.com/Corsairs Cove to get yourself some wonderful D&D related TTRPG goodness for any tabletop needs. You want some wooden dice trays, you want wooden pens to write notes in, your notebooks that they also sell about. You can get DM screens, all that wonderful fun stuff, dice rolling trays. Check that out, woodenforge.com/Corsairs Cove. And if you want to check out some more different TTRPGs like Castles and Crusades or Amazing Adventures, these are systems that you can acquire on trolllord.com. They were the last publishing house for the great Gary Gygax, our TTRPG Lord and Savior TM. That is all the stuff that you can find out there. Come back on Friday night and you might stand to win a giveaway, a voucher for their Troll Lord Games store. So yes, join us again on Friday night for the finale of this adventure. What we are having, well, it'll actually be the finale of Candlekeep Christmas, except for we're going to have to come back in the new year and finish off the Canopic Being. But Damien, in fact, most of the crew that you're looking at this evening will be back. Yes, I will be back in the DM seat with Roe, Jack, and Daria. For some more, for a little one-shotty Christmassy thing. Guys...
Friday, right?
Yes, Friday evening, same bad time, same bad channel. We, very, very, very quickly, who the heck are you? Jack?
Hi, my name is Jack Squarepeg. You can find me on all the social media garbage at Jack Squarepeg, where I do tabletop RPG entertainment, as well as the occasional video game potluck. I'm also working on merch. That's a little example. So yeah, I'm working on it. My team is a Swift Sunrise, so it's fun. And yeah, so that should be coming up in the next couple of months. I'm really excited about that. And other than that, you can catch all my shows: Trouble Over Yonder, Cowboy Cthulhu Nonsense, and A Time to Harvest, which is the same shit, but instead of Good, Bad, and the Ugly, think Boogie Nights, except it's 1930s. And you'll have a great time. So yes, check all that out there.
Marvelous. Roe, tell us about your upcoming wonderfulness.
Hi, I'm Roe Rowe. I'm a Perth or Bulu-based educator and theatre maker. You can catch me in the streaming world on Corsairs Cove and also over on Jack Squarepeg's channel and on YouTube for the fun aforementioned cowboy adventures. And you can also check out my link tree in the chat right now to see upcoming projects in Perth. So if you happen to be in Perth, our next Fringe show is on February 1st and 2nd. I'm doing a Fringe show with my husband. It's going to be really fun, so you should come along. Well, no, fun is maybe not the right word for my show. It's going to be very thought-provoking is a better word. You will feel. You will feel, yeah.
Oh yeah.
You'll probably find some laughs in there as well, but you'll certainly feel. So yeah,
Cool.
You should come and do that.
Terris.
Oh, hello. I'm Sir Terris, your friendly neighborhood ferret. I don't stream myself, but I can be found over on the Lorite channel, sometimes over here, and anywhere else TTRPGs are played, and I am welcome.
You are. Daria.
I'm an artist. I play Julio Switchgear on Thursdays sometimes, and I'll be back on Friday to play more Damien Cramp Esquire.
That's what you will. I be Josh the Pirate. You can find me here on my channel, Corsairs Cove, where I run D&D and other RPGs with my lovely wife Karen, the mother of bunnies and all my splendid friends. If you like the majestic voice, but you think I could stand to tone the face down a bit, you can check me out in the podcast There Be Dragons, where I play the infamous and deadly pirate Skern Felspar und his little dragon Hrosh, and Ardanna as our crypt keeper thing this evening. Cryptid keeper. Who the absolute heck are you?
Hello, I am Ardanna or Joe or either if a majority of my players have any say in it. You can find me over at the Lorite, both on Twitch and on YouTube. And currently I run a bunch of RPGs, both physical with dice like this and the computer variety. This week we just wrapped Rails of Morning, our Eberron Pulp Noir campaign, and we'll be back with that one. No, just wrapped for the year. So we'll be back again in January with that one. And
didn't quite manage to kill me forever.
Yes.
Not trying hard enough then.
It was in.
Well, he had one max hit point left.
Good.
And then he was killed by bats. Revivify is a great spell to have in a party, just saying.
I'm trying to remember. Ardanna, were you joining us on Friday as well?
You told me to pen it in, so
I did then.
Sure?
Yeah. The problem is my computer. We had a blackout, and my computer, which I had the my sort of sheet of who was in what day, wasn't.
Yeah.
I can't remember where I put it, so I can't remember who's supposed to be there.
Yeah.
I mean, I was.
Google Docs.
Oh, I know. It normally would be fine. I know I've saved it. I just can't remember where on my computer I saved it to.
I mean, fair.
Yeah.
But no, you told me
to the not privilege there.
What will Terris Chaos Incarnate is lecturing you, Josh? You don't
I know, right? Like, I'm pretty sure I'm like I can find it pretty easily. I just don't have it to hand. Leave me alone.
No, you told me to
listen,
lock that day in, so
fool.
yes.
Then most of you, except Terris, will be here on Friday night.
Nice.
So we will go away from here now, guys. Thank you very much for hanging out with us this evening. Thank you very much for the... well, if I had my sheet, I'd know whether or not, but I'm pretty confident not.
No, I'm not.
And thank you very much to Better Patrick, Milklag, Simbarchi, Zirkin Boros, and Vandivision for your lovely follows this evening, you bloody champions. Avast, mateys, you wee scallywags. And we are going to drop a raid, because it's Christmas, over on the lovely Mike Moans. Mike is a mini painter from Manchester, and I've been painting a mini this evening. This is the mini I painted. See him? Here's a little
wonderful.
soldier.
Nice.
From Wooden, not from Woodenforge, from Humblewood, and it's been waiting to be painted for nearly a year, so I'm glad I got round to him. So throw your favorite raid emotes up in chat. Tell Jack, who are we raiding? Mike, where you came from. Show them the love like we always do, and we'll see you same bat time, same bat channel on Friday night for some more Candlekeep Christmas. Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.